Hello there, and welcome to the Lost Boys Wrestling Review podcast. I'm John, and with me are...
Big Charlie.
And...
Gary.
Hey, that's the three of us.
They didn't say fucking Vegas for a change.
Vegas, baby! Yeah!
I'll leave you to be in charge, mate.
That's what's going to So this week, or month, or this episode, I should say.
This episode will do.
No, this episode we're looking at WWF In Your House 13, the Final Four. All the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
The UTC Arena back in February 16th, 1997.
This is not January.
July.
July.
July? I like that
July, November.
Yeah, the Rumble, in July.
July, after WrestleMania.
So it starts off with a dark match, first start match. This is with the Godwins.
I like the Godwins, man. They were.
Aye.
Godwins versus the Headbangers.
Oh,
I know.
So that pay-per-view, they had that and never put it on the tape for people to buy and watch.
That is just fucking annoying me. So they put two good tag teams on that, and then we get the tag. Oh.
But just to mention, within your house, obviously, like the rest of the pay-per-views, like your Royal Rumble, your Survivor Series, they're like pay-per-view, and you can see them on TV. But these ones, you're in your house, you could only buy on VHS or stuff. I think.
I think you could.
I think it was only somewhere. I don't know if these were like.
I don't know if in America they did it. I don't know if this was the start of the cable, because that was the thing.
Right, the cable in your house.
WWF done like 4 things, and then WCW, and then it was just like, let's just do one.
It was like it wasn't such as a pay-per-view. I think it was more of the fact that they were allowed to watch it on cable. It was like an episode. You know how we had on Channel 4, but on our telly, that was the same way as In Your House. They didn't need to pay for it because they were paying for the cable aspect.
So this is like a bonus.
But
there's an American cable, alright.
Then when the houses kind of died out, they kind of started working on pay-per-views like your Unforgiven, your Backlash, and that.
No,
That was more your
proper names and.
So
I just noticed that In Your Houses are always a lot shorter than the rest of the pay-per-views.
Oh man, that was fucking short, like.
Hour and a half. I thought if it was on TV with adverts, maybe stretch it to 2 hours, but hour and a half.
Maybe I'd say that, but an hour and 40 minutes.
Length of SmackDown.
So, the first proper match we managed to see on our pay-per-view was Wildman Mark Merrow with Sable and versus Leif Cassidy. Won via pinfall in 9 minutes 28 seconds. I've not really got much notes doing that on the
I took a few
information.
But watching the fight, I took a few.
But I did take notes myself, but on my
alright, your technical page.
Technical page.
Technical page. So Jock, you go first. Let me know what
I've
you
got to
thought.
say that I thought it was weird to see Mark Merrow called the Wild Man, because I'm used to seeing him as the dangerous Mark Merrow.
I remember Wildman. Mark
I
Merrow,
forgot that name. I was like, the Wild Man? Really? When was that? I think. But apparently, 97 that was.
So when did he go like dangerous when he went with Jack Net?
No, well, a year later, because I've been watching a lot of the Raws from the year after that. I've downloaded like a whole batch of Raw for 98. Right. And that, he's the dangerous Mark Merrow and still comes out with Sable. So a year later, the two were still together, but he changed from the Wild Man to the Dangerous. I thought it was a bit slow paced to start with, but there was a decent lot of grapples in it. It showed that it wasn't just like a... Because all too often you see a lot of fights that start off like a few hits and it's just quick paced. I like the fact it was like a slow grappling wrestling style thing. You kick it off to show that, look, we could wrestle. But I was quite bored after that because I never done much. Because, Leif Cassidy, or should we mention him as Al Snow? Al Snow. I noticed he kept going for the Mark Merrow's knee. I was like, alright, to start with, that's alright, and then I got bored and I was like, oh, come on, do something.
It was like, because he did it, it was like, I've got it here, man. Fucking, you drop kicks him to the leg and then you starts working on that leg forever.
You just try to get a submission off that one leg and I'm like, there's no lot of good moves coming from it.
And fucking...
So
But no, with Al Snow doing, like, going for the moves, I like the fact he was going to go for submissions, especially when he got a figure 4. Al Snow goes for a figure.
Love the figure 4, you
It's a great move. I even wrote here, classic move. All uppercase letters to like classic. It's a nice move. Only because it took me a while to learn how to do it years ago. Because it looks easy to do a figure 4 until somebody's lying down, you try and get a figure 4 and you're like, right, what leg goes where? When I actually get the leg up, step over, twist through, get the other one over.
Does it actually hurt?
No. Later on, I'll do a figure 4 if you want.
See, if you turn it over, I think it's quite slow. I'm sure if somebody said me in a figure 4 and they've turned me over and it was agony.
Trying a figure 4?
Later on.
I wanted to do a figure four, but no, my mate Alan at a course I used to go to years ago used to practice wrestling moves and that.
Aye.
Put it on and we thought we were doing it wrong because there was no pain at all. We're like, wait, try again. It was like, it's here. And it's like, is it? I'm like, no, but that's what was wrong. I forgot to sell the move. And that's how it is, right? It's fake.
Right, fucking like. So continue.
But the figure four, classic.
There was one move I liked over it, was Mero jumped over the top rope with the outside of the ring, jumped over and done like a leg drop. That was like the one of the highlights of that. I was like, it's not too bad. He executed that pretty well. The thing that pissed me off, there was a few things that really pissed me off, is Al Snow, as we're calling him now. Is his shitty leg stomps, like kicks. Because like he wasn't even kicking, he's just jumping, like getting it all.
Oh, you mean like when he stomps the cameras
you know
with the
how
left
when
with
they
the
kick,
leg. Like
and they sort of
stomp.
Aye, kick
So
stomp.
stomp with the left.
Aye, but he was not even kicking, not even touching him, and he's still stomping. It's like, what you doing? That's shite.
Well, I know it's fake, but sometimes you can make it look a bit less fake.
Well, see,
it was a bit shite.
well, I've got fucking Sable in a nice suit, yeah, showing off her assets.
I always like seeing Sable coming.
Do you know what? She's got a nice body, but she's a face on her. She's got like a melted
lovely.
welly. Her face is like a melted welly, and it's like, oh. But the thing was,
she'd
as
be
well,
hard work. You can that she's not going to be like. She's going to be like one of them that she looks really pretty and that, but you can. She's going to be a cunt to try and put up with.
oh god.
Look at some lasses. You go, somebody's sick of your shit already. You're nice, but somebody's sick of your shit.
But it was the thing was I heard was like was fucking Nippy King. Jerry Lawler.
Why don't you like the King?
Oh, I hate him, man.
Love
And
the King.
it's just this like I've even put down here King shite jokes and that is just, and there's one he's gone on about because was there no part of the story where he's actually like battering
It was
Fable.
so stupid, the glasses thing, where he's like, Andy Ken, you don't hit a woman with glasses.
You
that
hit
like
your
glasses.
fist.
You don't hit a woman with glasses. You hit him with their fish. I was like, well, you just fucked that up, Jay.
No, they don't mention a bat or something.
No, because the bit it was meant to say like you don't hit a woman with glasses on. That's what he said, but it was meant to say you don't hit
A woman with glasses.
you hit her with a fist. Aye.
Then he says
Fucked
glasses
up.
on, then until
Aye.
he said the line, and I was like, oh.
Well done, Jerry.
But to be fair, who's no thought, I've got this great joke, you come out with a joke and go, oh, I should have fucked that up.
aye.
The only thing is that he's live on TV to millions of people, it's recorded, you go, mate, that's going to be fucked up.
That is pretty bad. Like that was one of the worst parts he said, and I was just like, that is so bad. Like, and
The fact is, even if it said it properly, still a crap joke.
aye.
Well, see, I think this is the one we were talking about earlier, right? See,
Sorry, can I just interrupt? It's like, is it Family Guy? It's like, oh, this next song's because they're doing like hillbilly songs. It's like this next song's called "I Kiss My Wife with My Fist" or something like that. And it's just honestly, it's fucking comical.
well, see, I had here, right? Fucking just working on the leg for ages, man.
Oh,
Fans were getting a bit behind Well, man. Like that's what made me think he was a good guy. Just a bit.
Aye, I was
Because I think with him working, it's always the bad guy that goes for the like kind.
Also, no, you could see from that he was the heel
heel
character. He was the one that's going to like pick on the one part and injure and go. It's not going to be a clean
I
wrestler.
can't remember if it was Wellman or Hingy, but fucking, it was like a brutal insecurity. It just like hit you.
I know it's.
It was like, what the fuck was that, mate? You fucked that up. And
So like even
a bot's
GR,
chuck into the ropes. This is the thing
even
we were
GR,
talking
the
about.
Enziguri goes, oh, I think he managed to block that with his shoulder.
Aye.
I was like, that wasn't
Trying
a
to
block
cover
with
it
the shoulder,
in
that was
it
just a
was
really
just a
shit
bot's
injury.
But the bot's chucking into the ropes. I can't remember what happened, right? We were talking about earlier.
Damn it,
But I remember it was like, Ken, I'm going to chuck you. No, wait a minute, you need to go no, on the corner, aye. Wait, go in there. It was, what the
Is that
fuck
right?
was
It
that?
seems like it's
man?
better to throw him towards the camera, like the TV camera, right? Needs to throw you to that side. No, wait. And then
Few
say,
bad
walk him
timing
over to
in
the
there.
side instead.
Aye.
So why no one?
I know it was a bit all over
You
the
right,
place.
walking. Let's go for this way. Turn, walk. I'm like,
It's like, did they just
you
talk
taking
to
him?
each other in the ring and that was it? Ken, right, we'll just talk about it in the ring. Yeah. Boom. It's like, seriously, did you not talk about it before? And I'm Ken.
A lot of matches are sort of half improvised in the middle, but sometimes it really
Just
shows.
looks-
Aye,
Sometimes you didn't want it to look too scripted, you know what I mean?
aye.
But
Because sometimes it's too scripted, you can tell the wrestler's waiting for the next move and
Aye.
say, right, ready, right, here we go.
aye, that I hate. It's
Because I think that happens later with Farouk.
aye, there are a few stoppages there. Like, where are we going? Clothesline. Oh, duck now.
You ready for it? Right, you ready? I'm going to give you the nod. I'm going to give you the nod. Right, here's the nod. Right, here's the nod. There's the nod. Ready? I'm like, Jesus, hell.
Shouldn't know, you ready yet?
Still,
I've got to do a clothesline on you. Totally. Do you find that as well? Do you find that when you are watching, do you actually try and tune in to hear them talking to each other?
Well, that's what I'm noticing.
I turn it up louder just to try and hear the
See, I try not to do it because again, it's giving away the
you
magic.
can see
trick.
them, like, but that's what I noticed. Like, that's why a lot of wrestlers and they like had long hair. So much easier.
Aye.
Then just to talk, you could see it.
Aye. And plus as well, the long hair helps for blading as well. So it's like, with the hair dangling down in front of them.
Also great if you're ever on a submission move. I'm just going to sit in here with like your arm across my face and now I can talk about moves. And if you ever get like a sleeper move or any submission, you can block half the face with that. Great discussion time.
Definitely. Or just any shit like that. Even like, you know, when they do the arm twist and they've got their arm twisted up against their back and they could be like that and you know, they sort of look like they're adjusting themselves, like the guy it's twisting arm, and they can sort of just mumble it in their ear, you know what I mean, and that. But I try again, it's like knowing the magic trick, it's like that.
But I'm fine with people talking because it means that if they two are going to discuss the next moves that are coming, that's going to mean that they moves look better, it's going to be a great fight. And
but then
if they don't discuss it and it's going to, I wasn't expecting that, and it's going to fumble and look shit. So I'm happy them discuss.
Definitely.
If we're going to talk to the fight to make it a better fight, great. But it's great. Most of the time you hear Cena. Cena's the worst at, I've noticed.
Is he bad at saying them? I've not, again, I try and tune out to it, but there's a few times it's very obvious. And
one thing that you might like watching on YouTube, and everyone should really watch on YouTube.
Is that Botchmania?
Botchamania.
Aye, I've seen a few of them.
And
it's quite,
it's great. It's good. Hundreds of them. It's just 10, 15 minute clips.
You would have seen this one, right?
WWE, WCW, TNA, Backyard Wrestling.
There's one that I thought it was Royal Rumble and it wasn't. I was gutted. And it's, do you remember when Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo got together? And they were like,
together?
Aye, right? But the manager, what was his name?
He even goes on his knee, I want you to be my partner for life. But didn't he mean...
they were on like, I remember that being on the GMTV and they were like, what the fuck is going on?
Because they even got to like the ring, they had like pretty much one of the worst SmackDown wins in history. Right in the ring, it's like,
God, that was
I now pronounce you, Billy's like, what? You don't pronounce as nothing. We're not gay. Like, what?
Aye, but anyway, it was their manager, remember him? What's his name?
Teddy Long.
Ricky or something like Rocco or Ricky or Rocco.
Aye, with the sideburns.
Aye, and he had like
the backstage mics in his ear thing like that.
Aye, like
Rocco?
Was it him? Aye, right, anyway, right. And it was him and it was in a match with the Hardys and he's on the top rope.
More like leopard print stuff.
Aye. And he was on the top rope and he was there for ages and you can see him starting to lose his balance and then you just hear him, hurry up, Jeff, for fuck's sake! And you're like, oh, what, you funny? That everyone heard it. Clearly Jeff was meant to get up there and do something, right? Because he's just standing there like
I'm going to go up here and Jeff's meant to push me off.
Aye,
right, I'll wait here till he's ready. He's not ready.
And then he was seeing him losing his balance. He was like, Jeff! It was funny, man. I was like, fuck up.
One of the greatest things I saw in the Botchamania fighting, like I think it was Road Dogg and Billy Gunn were doing like some independent fighting thing. Clearly being televised, but as soon as they go down, the ref you can hear the ref above like Mike who goes, stay down, we're going to commercial. You're like, wow, that really happens. But I now know because of watching Raw and SmackDown since then, every time they're about to go to commercial, somebody's going to get thrown out the ring.
You're going to
have a quick pause when they come back in the ring, submission move. And the submission move seems to be to give the commentators enough chance to go, welcome back, blah blah blah, here's some shit. Back to the fight. And then I was like,
definitely. That's why I hate watching Raw.
Because it's so heavy.
Too many adverts, man. It's like constant, man. Remember when they done it, they just had no adverts. They just done an episode and it was no adverts.
I hate the fact that they put adverts in the middle of the fight.
Can't help it, mate.
I hate the fact they put adverts in the middle of a fight that makes you have to watch it after. I'm like, no, just
right, come on.
So back to the match.
I've got to mention there's a strange Samoan drop that he done.
I seen that.
What the hell was that?
I was like, what the fuck is he going for here? And then they were like, I was not Samoan drop. He was fucking with his waist. Okay, what I mean?
It was meant to be Samoan drop on top of the shoulders slam, but that was like he'd almost sort of dropped him and tried to hold him wear him like a belt.
Because what I've got at the end, and I can't remember was this
some weird Samoan drop.
He hits the well, man. He like hits the shooting star pressing. Or the
Is that the shooting star?
That's what the shooting bar press.
Right, that was a pretty cool finishing move.
For back then, that was pretty cool. Like,
but it felt a wee bit sloppy though.
Yeah,
it did feel a wee bit sloppy. It was good, but I don't know. To me, it just felt a wee bit sort of like. I don't know. It's like if he never gauged it properly or something like that. But it was like 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like I've seen good star presses. You're like 10. There was something.
I think it's impressive because like it's not like he puts them far out. So he can get distance and height and get the flip. It's like right at the corner, man. So it has to be like
Nah, he's quite
It's pretty impressive. Like, I like that move. Dangerous move, but I like
it looks
it.
more like Olympic down because you've got to go up and down pretty much in the same spot. It's not just jump away far away. You've got to be accurate and control that thing.
But
But
I've
did
got
you know
him.
on the last episode, Shooting Star Press was one of your favourite finishers of all
I
time?
love it. I love it.
Because as I saw
That's all
that, I
right.
could
Yeah,
think to
but-
myself, bet Gary loved that.
Yeah,
Watching that show, I was
When I
like,
first seen it, and it was like the 450 splash when I first seen it, I was like, oh my god.
450 splash is awesome.
that's the forward.
Aye, it's
Aye,
like
the
forward
forwards,
flip
one
and
with a
then
bit.
poof like that.
like,
But
fuck me,
you
man.
ever seen Brock Lesnar do was it a 5-star frog splash? Is it 5-star?
Oh, that's
Is it
not
best the one we were just saying? You ever seen
Frog
Brock
splash,
Lesnar do it?
WrestleMania, man. WrestleMania against Angle was it?
He's
no?
a big boy. I'd see when I
Landed.
seen that.
Boom on his head.
Aye, he
He didn't
lands
fuck
on-
his neck during that.
Most probably,
I'm sure
but
he got an injury during that match.
I'm
with
sure he was
Angle.
smiling after he done it.
Or Angle either fucked his neck. I mean, probably Angle.
Angle's had a few dodgy and gave
Angle
it
was a
injuries.
great wrestler. I always liked him. Good wrestler. Man. Good
So
wrestler.
I thought it was a cool finish. Overall, I thought it was a boring first match.
It was alright, just a bit slow for me. Leg hang was
Grappling and
just
stuff like that
too
was a
much.
bit too
It's like
boring.
these guys,
There's
they
nothing
didn't
flashy
look like
enough.
they could get gassed easily. So why they?
And that should have been a more exciting fight for
Aye.
me.
So aye.
I think they really try to show Al Snow more maybe a heel turn
Heel,
here. That may be the start of his heel turn to make him into that character so he's going to work like he'd be a nasty
Even
fighter.
Hal Snow was shite.
What?
I just hated that fucking heat
Back when
thing.
he got to Al Snow, what does everybody want?
Head.
What does everybody need?
I do
It was
remember.
like a double. What's the word? Double entendre. Is that what it is? Kind of it's like, what does everyone? Everyone wants head, bitches.
Everybody wants head, but you can't see.
Yeah.
That's dirty, you can't see that.
That was actually like
That's
that.
plastic head, they want that.
Quality.
Let's see that pen.
Chewed it to fuck.
Fucking hell. Honestly, you could hit that way with a diamond and that wouldn't even show. And you're just gnawing and gnawing away at it.
Can't help
It's
it.
like-
I do it all day at work, eh? No, you still got that pen in your mouth, like, aye. Because I'm not a fag in like 4 hours. So shut the fuck up. Get in my face.
So, I thought it was a
done the
boring
first
match.
match.
So we're all cool
Match
with
is
it.
alright. Aye,
It's
but
alright, I
nothing
mean,
exciting.
we had the Sable distracting thingy. He came out with the
But
suicide
it
dive
was
through the.
such a cliche thing, though, because I was like, she's going to slap him any minute now, any minute, and scalp, there we go. Because it's like when you back the last in the corner and she just ends up scalping. And I was just like, nah. Anything else she's what to add to that after the
Done. It was
A few botched moves in it.
quite a few.
Bad timing. But it was alright. It wasn't fucking like.
The worst.
it was good to see Sable and it's good to see Al Snow come out as Leaf Cassidy.
That made me laugh.
I was like, Leaf Cassidy? That's fucking Al Snow. That's
Al
Leaf
Snow.
Cassidy, that's Al
What's
Snow.
that all about?
Everybody wants.
So, after that match,
Sorry, the honky tonk man came out.
that's what I've just got to say.
Yes,
Honky Tonk Man came in. And that was it.
Aye.
And then it cut to.
Well, I figured, because I wondered why Honky Tonk Man came out. They're in Tennessee. I'm guessing he's a Tennessee thing.
Again at the old
Rock
hip
and
swiggle.
roll.
Aye.
No.
He
Michael-
came out, then it cut
But
to.
the heartbreak kid giving up his title.
Well, this is what I'm coming
Think I'm
to.
losing
It cuts to
my smile,
Thursday.
you know.
It cuts to Thursday night Raw, where Sean messed up. Again at the chat. What did you think about that?
It's alright. I've seen it so many times, man. Losing your
same.
smile, probably. It's just.
But I think because I was watching it in context with the whole thing, it felt more like it's happening now as opposed to something happened then.
Aye.
I mean, I felt like I relived it and I was like, I wouldn't say I was going to cry, but I was like,
You had to
"Oh,
be emotional
I
for
was like,
that.
it's really upsetting.
See,
Because you
I don't
could tell at that point in his life, he
Upset.
thought he was going to retire for wrestling.
I think
Didn't
it was
get about the whole
fair
thing,
enough.
but he thought that's him stepping out for good because I was like, wow.
In my eyes, I was
off
looking at
there.
you, Buddha. So I hate Shawn Michaels.
You can fuck off.
Do you know what?
can fuck
I
off,
hate
he's a
Shawn
good
Michaels,
wrestler,
but he's a good wrestler.
Wait.
He is a good
You don't
wrestler.
like Shawn Michaels, you don't like Al Snow. Who the hell do you like as wrestler? Who's your favourite wrestler? We'll come to that later, you
See
see.
if he sees Ultimate Warrior, I'm going to smack him. The worst, man. As a kid, I can say yeah. But as I grew up, it was like.
No, I never liked him as a kid, he excited me. It was exciting.
Exciting to watch him come
Here he comes, he's going to do
That was it.
that military president lifts above his head, then he's going to do the
It just
bounce
lets
off the
him
ropes.
smile.
Yeah, there are a few good matches.
It shakes the ropes.
Apart from that, he done nothing.
And the
They're
promo.
well done.
And deserve and the gods. So if I tell you that, will you slap me? Shit, I better change it.
You can't even one of our favourites of all.
No, it's
Can't
not.
even.
It used to be when I was younger, but you will laugh who my favourite.
I feel like we should mention to folk listening that later we're going to discuss our favourite wrestlers of all time.
we'll get
so
to that.
We'll get to that later. That's like.
But Honky Tonk, love him. Shawn Michaels, right? Shawn Michaels, I hated his character, right? That's I don't hate him as a wrestler.
Appreciate him as a wrestler?
I do appreciate him as a
wrestler.
wrestler. I watched him with Brett doing the Iron Man match.
You and Brett watched that fight? Oh, you mean right?
When I watched it with Brett and was it Shawn Michaels?
Fight.
That was amazing. That was a good match, and that did.
It wasn't a super fast pace, but still, they went an hour.
It kept going. There's no danger. Like half of that locker room at the time would have managed to do that. It was just they two. They done it, and they done
even
it
not just to
well.
last fight in that time, but to keep the crowds wanting to watch it for an hour and not get bored 20 minutes in.
Yeah, no.
Go for it, man. But
They didn't get bored. The fans loved that whole fight for the hour.
definitely,
and
I'll
tell
you something about that.
it was a great match. As I said earlier on, the whole reason why I don't like Shawn Michaels is because of what he done to the Rockers. That's why.
When he switching music.
Fuck you, man.
It was a good promo.
Fuck you.
See, when I seen that, I was like,
that-
that was cool, man.
that
That's
hurt
what
me.
made me buy Royal Rumble in 1993.
That's
Really?
what made me think Shawn Michaels was a prick. How dare he do that to his tag team partner?
Exactly.
Good, that
I
was
hate
his
Shawn
thing.
Michaels.
He was
And then-
going down that way. He didn't want to go down the babyface way. He wanted
Aye,
to
but
go
I
down
love,
that way.
looking back now, I love the heel turn it done. But
Yeah.
back then, I hated him because he was a heel.
Aye.
And I
Mark
was
Jannetty
like,
didn't want him to turn. Like, Mark Jannetty was like, why? Why you want to do this? And blah, blah, blah. But
why
it
go
was like,
single when we've got such a great tag team?
yeah,
Aye.
but it's because Mark Jannetty knew Ken that.
But
Didn't have it.
do you think Shawn Michaels was carrying him?
No, they were good together.
Aye,
They
the
were-
team
they-
were great, but I think
But
solo.
you seen it when
I think-
after it, and I watched a few Jannetty. It was just.
Jannetty wasn't as
Bored
good as
me, and it
Michaels.
was just like, he just wasn't as good as Michaels, and I think he had a lot of issues. Like,
Uh,
Michaels did as well, man. Michaels was bad on the painkillers and fucking out
Everything
his
else.
tits, man. You know what I mean? But
But-
there was a thing with WrestleMania 12. I was going to tell you that they said that like on the rivalry one, Ken Bret Hart and Hingy, that was fucking awesome. See, when I seen that coming out, I was like, fucking watching it. I know it's going to be all Hingy about WWE, and they're not going to be like, well, they're not going to talk about everything here, but they did talk about a lot of shit.
Is that the documentary thing?
The
I actually fancy doing that for one of our specials, actually.
With the rivalry,
the
aye.
rivalry, because I watched that a while ago, and it's
Fucking
like
good, man.
I wouldn't mind listening to watching it again. Actually, you could actually just listen to that
It was good.
in a podcast rather than actually watch that.
But they talk about WrestleMania 12, and he says, Ken, the timing was perfect. Remember, we had to be at this certain point at this certain time. And he's like, I remember being on the top rope, looking up, and there was like so many seconds left, and he was just like, I can't believe we've just pulled this off. Again, perfect time. That's where we had to be at that time. He's looked up, boom, we're bang on time.
So,
Quality.
Shawn Michaels, I do like him, but I didn't because of Janae. That's
I
why.
didn't got to do that.
But it upsets me,
See,
right?
I've always liked him, but I went off him for a while because of the heel turn.
Aye.
But looking back now, he was even great when he was a heel.
Exactly, that's what
And I enjoy the fights now, but back then, I think back then I was at the age that if somebody was a heel as a kid, I hated them. Because they're a heel, they're beating up the good guys, and I like the good guys. That's how kids work.
Aye, true. But
But Gary was like, nah, I'm
No.
always like this man. Even when he was a heel, he was like,
yeah, he's always good, man.
I was looking
Some
at
shit
Vince.
in that, it was quality.
I was looking at partly Vince's face because you couldn't really see it all. But I always think to myself when I see him doing that, and I look at Vince. Although I can't see his full face, I'm sort of like to myself, was Vince loving it that he was handing it over? Because let's be honest, Vince loves big oily men, right?
true, but at the same
Champion,
time,
but he got on
Shawn
with
Michaels is a big pull, a big attraction.
definitely. But
He's seen his boy stepping down, and he's got to try and keep a straight face as opposed to Vince going, no, I bet you can. He's
and at this time, they were struggling with WCW with the ratings and all that stuff.
Monday Night
So it
Wars
was
at
like,
one.
we can't be losing our top guy here. But at that time, it was Austin and that coming up, so it was like, can you have the
Well,
problem?
only a few months before, you already lost yourself the fake Diesel and fake Razor. They clearly lost people at WCW already, so they couldn't.
Aye,
They couldn't
definitely.
have dropped folk.
But I think they had done that because I think they were going on through lawsuits and that with them using the rights, say, Kevin Nash and Hingy, and there was
Aye,
they
aye.
were acting like they were the characters from WWE. Oh,
Now, Scott Hall was acting like
Aye.
Razor Ramon. Kevin Nash was acting like Diesel.
Aye.
You can't use the name, but it'll be the same character, so I think.
Alright. So I thought it was really sad, and I did find it sad. He was actually really crying on it, getting it like tears and that. And I
Probably
was like,
you could hear it in his
and,
voice.
and there were certain things he was saying, and it was kind of like touching off of kayfabe. We know what kayfabe means,
kayfabe.
right?
Vince really
And
got
that,
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and he was like, I chuck people around, he chuck me around, and I have fun. And I was like, oh wow, that's kind of off of kayfabe a wee bit to me. But basically handed over the belt.
He enjoys beating people up.
So it sets you up for later on for the next match. He hands over the belt. That's him ready. He's left. He's about to find his smile. So
find his smile. That was the line I couldn't remember.
Losing an eye. That's what I've got. Michael's losing his smile problem.
This is my favourite bit. What I talk about next. Psycho Sid promo.
I've got Psycho Cut
promos really work.
Right. Gary, go for what you guys say because you look like you're ready to say something.
No, I've just got Psycho Sid Cut's promo for a title shot on Raw next night, talking about it was ruler of the world playing on the Psycho gimmick. That's pretty much all on that.
John?
I just wrote down that close up and quiet totally works.
It's good. I like. No, but like
that's all right. You're laughing because you're thinking dirty things when I say
no. I didn't even think you a dirty thing. Now I am.
I'm dirty thing.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you cut like that Psycho Ken pure.
But it's the fact he would talk
and then shout.
But it worked.
That was good.
He's gonna. It didn't
fuck off, Charlie, man. You don't like Shawn Michaels. What the fuck
it
do you know?
It doesn't matter who Sid's talking about. Dick. When Sid would do that, you think whoever he's talking about, they've got an ass kicking coming. They're going to get their ass kicked because he's.
See, I liked his entrance in that. Like it was like.
Really
and he'd constantly be blinking.
Yeah. The blink thing.
Well, I've got down here Psycho fucking shouting and then going quiet and then shouting and then going quiet, then shouting, then going quiet.
That bad.
And it was that fucking red. It was like I was trying to even find a comparison. It's like how red is this guy? I'm like. And the only thing I could think of, but I was like, that would be weird, is a well-scalped bairn's arse, you know, and I'm just like, beaming red. He's just like, has he been on a bed or has he just worked himself up to look that red?
No, I think he's just, I don't know, I don't think it's sunbeds. Or even like
sunbeds in?
I don't even think it's out in the sun. I think he just pumps himself like the clanging and banging, clanging and banging.
Just keep rubbing me head until I get red.
No, I think it's just then I'm going and pumping up and rage and just I think his blood vessels in his face ready to pop.
I mean, he was red. And the other thing, right? We were talking about this the other time. The last episode was British Bulldog saying he kept saying something
tonight.
Tonight
when I win the Royal Rumble tonight at the Royal Rumble, people tonight I will win the Royal Rumble tonight. I'm gonna win.
I go
tonight.
Time. It's time for me to have time to get the bell. So this time, and honestly, it's like this time we're gonna have the bell. And then tomorrow time, we're going to have the bell. And this is going to be cool. Because time is always a mess here. Because time is so... And I was just like, actually to rewind it back and count how many times they said time. I got 10 times.
10 times you said.
Excuse the pun. 10 times the times. And I was just like... That's just opened a fucking vortex in my head. Like,
do you think back then they only had one chance to cut that promo? You could listen to it and go.
You had one time.
There's no. I bet that's what he said to him. Look, said you've got one time, one cut to cut this.
He's like,
one time, mate. One time.
Right,
okay, one time.
What time?
This time, I'm going to win it. It's my time.
Imagine it right before it. Brock. Since like, I've got this great promo. It's like, well, mind, keep it short. Time. Right. It's like, all right, this. What? Time? This time.
Time! Guys go like that next to him. Time!
Stabbing the wall.
He's under his watch. Time! He's like, there's always time for the belts.
Because clearly Sid's not got the most brain cells out of any wrestler.
Oh my god.
So anything could be a distraction for him. Like a boy tapping his watch going, time.
I think he was based on the duck free up. Squirrel! Like, that's him. So anyway, to me, it still reminds me of an early Brock Lesnar, like a 90s version of Brock Lesnar. Just I'm really big and really massive and also pretty thick.
Because he was like as a... But if you look at him, you'd like, Ken, you can be a champion.
Right, but you give Sid a microphone, failed. You give Brock Lesnar a microphone, you're not very good at speaking either, are you? That's why Paul Heyman's with him. For you do his speaking, one person does the fighting, other person does the speaking.
Right.
I think if Sid Justice had a person to do the speaking for him, like a decent manager, he'd have been up there like Hogan's era. So.
Totally, like. But I had to write down. I was like, how many times did he say fucking time? And I wind it back, he's going, time. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm running out of fingers here.
Really made Timmy for South Park.
Aye.
Timmy. Never learn.
time.
Timmy, Lords of the Underworld.
I love the fact that I can say Timmy and living the life.
Timmy.
So, sick match. Fucking hell, we're spacing this out.
What?
I know about it.
6-man tag team.
Alright, well.
6-man tag.
This is after all the promos, man.
Alright, can I just say that this second fight confused me when it started to come out? I thought it was a 1-on-1, 2-on-2, and I was like, except we're doing Flash Funk versus Bart Gunn. I was like, no, Flash Funk and Bart Gunn versus Goldust. I was like, no, wait, alright, so they're three. I was like, who's this team versus? I thought it was like, because at first I then thought, maybe it's Flash Funk versus Bart Gunn versus Goldust, 3-way. And then I heard the Nation Dominations tune, I was like, who's
special
fighting who? I was like, are they maybe just coming to ringside? I was like, no, I see Farouk.
Well, see, I noticed
Like,
this.
before, I was like, who's fighting who?
See, when they came out and they done all the wee stupid rap and that, like, for some reason, I don't know if this was part of it, but like, they were clearly trying to cut a promo or something, because the guy's like sitting the rap guy's like talking, and he's like, my mic.
Keep going. I
Alright.
found out a bit of info.
My mic, and then he hands it to Varuk, and they're like, and then he's like, give me a mic. He's no mic, and then that's not working, and he's like, well, fucking, and the guy just comes in, boom, boom, boom.
So no letting that boy speak.
So I was like, I don't know if that was meant, or they were just like, nah, he's clearly going to say something racist, we can't have this.
Do you remember? And maybe I don't know if we should mention them, but well, we will, because we're fucking massive. Me and you're massive fans for sure. Like, but it's, the guys feel SW, and they're doing the promo, and the guy's talking about, and he's got Barber beefcake right now, and he's like, what you gotta do? What you gotta do, Bruce? And Bruce is like. I just didn't know. I bet he didn't even know he was to talk. He's just got that. Yeah, I'm just going to look hard. Did you ever see that? Man, you should watch it.
It just cuts though, where he's like,
he does like a cut on it, and because when OOC talks about, and he's gone on like saying, OOC man, Mr. OOC, that's it. He talks about he's gone like what's it? He stands there for like 5 seconds. It's pretty much 5 seconds because he's like, "What you gotta do, Bruce?" And he's like, "You know me? I'm not letting this man talk. I'm not letting this man talk." And it's just so funny, dude, man.
it's funny, man.
Yeah. You need to watch this, bro. He gets it, so I'm glad.
I've never seen it. Didn't sound that funny.
Right. So. 6-man.
And so they have three: Flash Funk, Bargon, and Goldust for Merlino.
Well, wait there now. I'm going to bring out the facts here, right?
Oh, here we go.
Because this is where I'm going to fucking get you. Because we were talking about this earlier. So, 6-man tag team. It was Farouk, Crush, and Savio Vega.
Savio Vega.
Cool, I got his name right. With Nation of Domination versus Goldust, Flash Funk, and Bart Gunn. With Melina and the Funkettes. First of all, I'm going to say, I've put to no man knows, holy shit, it's the Funkadactyls.
Aye, example, Flash Funk, accompanied by the Funkadactyls, and then I wrote, the Funkettes.
Funkettes.
Because I was like, holy shit, it's the same sort of thing.
don't watch the new shit, so I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Funkadactyls used to come out with
that's stupid
Clay.
Brutus Clay and
Naomi and Cameron.
what's the guy with the Japanese shit? Prince
Tensei.
Albert.
It used to be Prince Albert.
There we go.
Or Albert
good, I
from
like that
TNA.
one.
Right.
Tess and Albert.
So, Farouk, Crush, and Savio Vega won against the other guys via pinfall, 6 minutes 41 seconds. I've got notes here. Farouk pinned Gunn. D'Lo Brown was amongst the Nation members.
He's one of the security guards.
Aye, and that's why I said to you that I've seen D'Lo Brown, but then I got confused between Sam.
Because I think that's when he's coming up to being a wrestler then.
Aye.
That's before D'Lo's done any.
Deal done the pure head shake.
Give me a head shake.
I can't remember his
What
music.
did he call this frog splash? Was it frog splash he called it, or he had a different name for his splash of thermical for a finisher? Eh?
I can't remember, man.
Maybe he had the chest plate for like a year and a half.
That's a ridiculous thing.
Oh,
It's the most ridiculous looking thing ever.
So,
Can I just ask about, now we're obviously talking about costumes, I've got to say, Savio Vega and Flash Funk, who had the worst looking costume? They were just neon
Savio
and
Vega
bright and
and
horrible.
who Flash Funk?
Aye.
I would say Flash Funk.
Savio Vega had like the
still
red
the
and
same.
silver, but Flash Funk had like the rainbow coloured shiny silver knee pads and all that. I was like,
well, see, when Savio Vega changed for being the good guy, it didn't really change his gear. And usually they change something.
aye.
Kind of come out a bit.
bars?
What? Bah!
Again, you're not a fan.
Nah,
so
so you
don't get it.
But I was amazed
Come on,
at how bad.
OSW. The boys. Anyway.
Right, fuck it.
Let's stop promo name in the middle of your talk.
Can't help it, they look great.
I just wanted to give a shout out for our
Fucking right, anyway.
No, seriously, the costumes back, and I'm noticing 90s costumes for a wrestler. If you had a gimmick, your gimmick was a super
That's
over
what's
heavy
so bad,
stereotype
like,
of
it's so cartoonish, man.
That's why I couldn't stop laughing, because I didn't know Bart Gunn, right? I was like, Bart Gunn, you sure you know
Smoking guns, man.
That's badass Billy Gunn, you know what I mean? But
the Gun Brothers.
but I was like, Bart Gunn, I'm like, how shitty a name's that, Bart? Like, it might be a popular name in America, but Bart, immediately I think he's Simpson, and nobody calls a kid Bart.
There's a few in America.
Well, I would like
There's
to
an American thing.
I've come with some Bartholomew just so you can call himself Bart. Bartholomew Monroe. Shut up and eat your supper.
So
I had Flash Funk gets good pop when he comes off top rope, kind of onto the Nation.
What is it?
Shit as fuck, Spinebuster by Farouk. It was like they just kind of got stuck in midair. It was weird.
For me, there wasn't any moves that I thought, oh, need to mention that when we get this year. It was like, it was an okay fight, but it never picked up.
It done the usual
one bit made me rewind it, so I had to listen to the one bit again, and I can tell by the way that Charlie's looking at this.
Yeah.
Well, before we get to that, there was a move by Crush. It was I've put here. Crush does a shite belly to belly suplex.
Oh, it was
And
I remember that. It was like a half-assed
That was really pish.
It's like, I'll pick you up and then fall on top of you.
Can I ask, just gone back a wee bit, was Teddy along with the Nations of Domination? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen a young version.
But again, he'd be
there was a black guy way Owen Hart and build up.
But I wasn't too sure if he was the one that go.
I think that was Teddy Long though.
It looks like him. I didn't mean to be
Really
like
young.
that, but
Racist.
racist and but he did because
Didn't he just
Teddy
go
Long's really
You
skinny.
need to try and pull the all look alike thing,
I
did you?
know. Teddy Long's like really skinny, but he has like a big suit. You
Oh, hold
with
up,
shoulder
player.
pads.
What was that player? I think he looked too young for it to be hanging.
No, 'cause I think back then Teddy Long was still a referee.
Referee, aye.
Maybe, but I was just like,
Definitely.
when I looked at him and I'm like, is that another guy who got like slammed through Ahmed Johnson through the, what's it called, the French announce table? Is that
Oh,
not
no,
the
that's
same
the
boy,
guy.
the boy with the glasses?
Nah, because it was a bigger guy, man. He was a lot bigger.
Wasn't he big wise? Like,
No,
you
but
know,
bigger
thick?
compared to.
Is that height wise, you mean?
Aye, like-
Right.
Teddy Long was definitely
Teddy
on the
Long
nation.
was
yeah.
Teddy wants
He might have been, though, but I think he was still a referee back then.
Anyway, so that's what I was
Oh, well,
wanting to know.
player.
Anyway, so belly to belly, I had that doing. Then came the racist mark of the.
Well, is it
night.
racist if a black man calls somebody else black?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even
It
that.
sounded offensive, and I was about to put it back to make
it's-
sure I heard what I heard. But when you hear
see-
Farouk saying, "Wait, what did you get up, you southern black redneck?" I was like,
No,
this
he
is-
just. But I see this man here. He's a southern black redneck.
That was it.
And I was just like,
southern black redneck. You can see that.
that's a bit strong. Like,
I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest. I was like, alright. Just called him a black southern red.
I suppose
But
that's
for a
it.
man to call the colour, because you know, many like nobody sees colour, everyone's the same.
Yeah,
but for a
it's
black guy,
black
to call the
though.
black guy black, I was like, he means
If
that
they
as
called
an
me white, I
insult.
wouldn't be offended by that.
Aye, but if I
But-
called you white as an insult, because you're white is his thing. Is
I think it all depends how you use it. If you say to her, "Oh, that black guy over there," but if you go, "See that black guy over there," then it sounds like it's been really nasty. But the way Farouk was doing it was like, was he being nasty? It sounded
somebody
a bit
says,
like,
"Oh, you're-
That was the whole point of
somebody
the
says,
nation. It was meant
"This
to be
boy
like
here's
that.
nothing but a Scottish white idiot." You go, "Hey, what's that?"
I would take offence to that actually.
Because
You
they
know?
Southern would be Scottish, you're white, and to go redneck, let's
Aye.
just go, oh, like, this boy's a Scottish white schemey. You're like,
That
hey,
was-
dude, enough of this.
That was the whole point of the nation, though. It was all be proud black. Could
Aye,
be proud.
Please, aye.
Key on
aye.
the back of the shirt, like the whole black power fist thing.
True. Fair enough. You know what I mean? What's his name?
It didn't seem
GR.
like a big thing then. I think maybe we're now with the whole political correctness that we've got in this day and age.
Aye,
We think it's worse, but
aye.
back then, that
That's
was
what I'm
fine.
saying. Back then, I didn't think that was. People would have been
Aye.
like, oh.
The crowd didn't seem to go, oh.
Aye.
The
But
crowd were like,
GR apologised for it though.
Did
Aye, because he's like, I'm sorry for that insult there. That's not the views of us, more the views of him, sort of thing. That was just like,
GR's like,
Alright,
wait, I
GR.
didn't think Flash just Southern Black Redneck.
we'll give him our beer, man.
He didn't be a good job. He's on the wheelie cheater.
This
You want a
this
beer?
year we're going to wheel that for
You know what, our beer?
Aye, I probably do. Right, let's just finish this match, right?
Right.
I've got shit as fuck Spinebuster. Pretty much usual tag match. And it goes on for a wee while. Then they get the bad guys get one good guy for ages, take a good bite on him, which was Flash Funk.
Chief underdog.
And then they got the hot tag to Bart, who came in, and then he was running about blah 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 blah.
I always get sick of that now.
Eh, the hot tag.
Let's leave somebody on the ring, outside of the ring for the entire fight. Get them in at the end, win the fight. Like,
well, that's what I thought was going to happen. I was like, oh, they're going to come in, and he's going to bam 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 knock everyone
you
out.
expected that?
And then he did, and then
won.
To be fair, the leg drop looked pretty sick. To be fair, it was like I was like at the point I was like, oh, what, you going to finish with a fucking leg drop, man? But then I was like, Ken, this ain't a Hogan era, you know what I mean?
Was that the finishing move?
Aye, because he was on top of Farouk and Crush came in, boom.
Bart Gunn got a bulldog to the top turnbuckle.
That was it, aye.
And went for a pin cover, but then Crush came over and leg dropped him. Then drags Farouk over to cover Bart.
Right.
So like,
I had shit leg drop, but when I'm looking at it, I'm like, kind of the impact that looked kind of
looked
pretty boom right on the neck. Eh?
I've basically got like. There was one cool thing I want to mention was that there was a cool flipper. I think it was Bart where he kind of, or was it Flash? They were doing a double clothesline to him, and he done a flip right round there, and it was a cool counter. I was like, that's really cool.
I laughed at where Bart Gunn kind of chucked him into the Nation, kind of over the top rope, and the Nation just caught him, and it just I was like, that's pretty funny. That I like that.
So basically, I've got like a big schmoz happens. They all just go fucking mental. Shit happens, and then it was a leg drop, and that was that.
Yeah.
I put okay match. I think that would have been a better match for the beginning, and then maybe
Arsenal after that.
Aye, to sort of balance it out.
Definitely.
I think even if Arsenal after that, in place of that fight, I still think Arsenal was slow paced.
Right. Okay. Fair.
I think the Arsenal fight had to pick its game up instead of just focusing so much on the leg. Change it a little bit.
Right,
like that fight there, it wasn't just focusing on one bit, it was back and forward, you're cheering for other people because they're winning, they're losing, they're winning, they're losing, they're in the ring, they're in the ring.
It's just the same as all the time.
It was a good round all over fight, but nothing stood out as being amazing to go, I loved it because of this, apart from, I liked it, always like a dirty end when you see one person that should get the easy 3 count, but the rest distracted, and somebody comes in, hits him, then flips him over, and you go, but he had the win. They shouldn't get beat.
I like it when the bad people win. I'm like, I hate I just hate the good guy hanging. Yeah,
I think I just like seeing Screwjob finishes.
Aye, definitely.
Especially when you're basically like, oh, this is fixed. This is. I'm like, I love this.
I love that.
I love it. And you go, didn't you see that come in? I'm like, well done, Vince.
I still remember watching, and it would have been on channel. I think it was Channel 4 pay-per-view Invasion. When WCW came in, blah blah blah, then had the big Invasion thing,
right.
And then Austin turned to ECW. I was like, I remember being like, Ken, oh yeah, fucker, I can't wait to go to school this day. Was he still in school? I know, it would have been.
It made go to school interesting, like.
Because I remember thinking, oh my god, my mate's a big Austin fan, he loved me, and I was just
in high school, I knew they liked wrestling.
It's a very secretive thing back then, like.
Well, no, see, when it came out, people were still in it. Like when I was like 14, 15, it was cool because it was the Attitude Era then. Well, not really.
It was coming to the end, the tail end.
Well, back when the Attitude Era was on the west to go to a training course, and the folks there was like mentioned a wrestler's name. I was like, that's used to be a wrestler. I like wrestling, and then suddenly everyone there liked wrestling. I was like, well, this is different.
You never got that.
It was like such a massive. It was like 5 or 6 of us all sat on the same desk together, all spoke about wrestling and stuff. Yeah.
It was cool, right?
One cool game we used to play back then. It's called the name. No, just we can keep this in.
Story.
You can cut it out. The name game. Somebody would have to say like you'd have to think a wrestler's name. Like you would just say Steve Austin. So because his name starts with an S and then it's an A for his initial, the second person would have to think a wrestler beginning with A. So you might go like Arn Anderson. So you get his Al Snow. So then AS is his initials. So the next person has to think a wrestler beginning with S for that game.
Perry Saturn.
No, S.
Yes, Shawn Michaels, and then you have to go with M.
And you could go on, but then that you could only pick wrestlers' names, and that is when you saw who knew more about wrestling. Because you go, well, why did you use that wrestler's name? You go, never thought of him. You go, and it's a great way of talking about wrestling as well because it brings up folk.
Right. So then it cuts to. What does it cut to? Promo.
So basically, it comes to a promo.
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin promo. As it was cool.
He stutters a few times, but it was Austin.
Because he's full of rage.
And he just...
And I like the fact that it didn't feel scripted.
It felt real, you know.
Austin's telling you something. There's no Austin reading this to you. Austin's telling you what he thinks.
It was good, I like that.
He's going to kick your ass.
I'm going to kick your ass.
He's going to kick your ass. And he's got to get the belt. And that's it. End of story.
To be fair, is he going to open up a can of whoop ass?
I can't
even. It's not just going to kick your ass. I'll open up a can of whoop ass. You've got a Stone Cold t-shirt that you're pointing at. What's the front of that one say? Stone Cold.
He's got a Hulkamania one.
Austin 316.
I've got a Hulkamania.
For the benefit of those at home, I'm going to put the picture up here so they can see that t-shirt.
So, if you don't want to see the what's that?
I've already said here, it's on screen right now.
No.
Alright,
Take it off.
take it off. Take it off now. Right, it's back to whatever it was before.
Right. So it's basically, if you don't want to see the scores, look away now.
And there's this shirt.
And this is for the other side. Look away now.
The Austin 316 background.
Yeah. What?
Do you remember all the story about that, like the Austin 360? See, when I was at school, right, I remember people going on, it was because he was in the sharpshooter for 3 minutes 16 seconds.
No, it's funny.
And it was like, no, it wasn't he, mate? It was
It's
like,
kind of just against Jake Roberts.
I know that now, but like at school, nobody knew that. Like,
Right.
because obviously you didn't.
I mean, watching that one and that's where it came out from. I went and seen that line and didn't think nothing
Talk
of
about
it.
your quotes from the Bible, John 3:16, Austin 3:16 said, I just whipped your ass.
What?
And then Michael was like, oh my god, he just said ass. Oh my god, he just said ass.
Niggas again, there's folk at Austin 316 on the banners, like.
And then what was it like 2 years later? They're fucking suck this and fucking like that's amazing.
I got 2 words for you.
Suck it. Anyway, he's away for a pish.
Well, just pause for a second.
You know, you need some Sims music in there. Do you know?
I didn't play the Sims.
Do you remember the
why do we
Sims?
need? I never played the Sims.
Oh, did you know? I said the
I looked
music
at it,
was
so
like.
fuck that, no.
I played the first Sims like years ago.
So I do play some
And,
games that are worse than that, but I didn't like the Sims.
Sims is bad, like, but it was just the music. It sounds like
Elevator music.
Yeah, that's
That's what you're doing there. Is like if that's for the Sims, it sounds like elevator.
Right,
It's not even
pretty
music.
much
It's
is.
music is meant to be, isn't it?
music.
Music. I found it as meant
Is
to
that
be
not
like-
just German for music?
No, I think music is a style of music. Music is something to do with instrumental music. I checked what to turn my phone off because we're getting the.
Well, what music means? I'll be getting on display.
Yeah, we're not going to show up music to let people see what music.
You know what we should do to piss him off? Because he's doing the pictures to it. We should just go, what?
What?
So she just because that just going to piss him off going, oh, fucking
Kind of
hell.
hard it was to get that into work last time. To get the
Oh, it worked
What?
brilliantly, man. It worked brilliantly. Just,
fun.
what? Because it was brilliant when you did it. Just like, what?
flash. What? What a waste. I never used the what in the right time. Like that was the middle of a sentence. But then they go, what?
Right.
What?
So we've got the promo out the way first, and then it's very, very young Hunter Harris Temsley against Rocky Maivia.
The Intercontinental Champion.
See when I
Rocky
seen this,
Maivia.
I was pretty like, I told obviously because you forget about the matches and that. And when I seen this, I was like, oh yes, this is going to be all about Rocky. My God, such a baby face.
Aye.
It's like, oh,
You still got the funny hair.
aye,
You haven't even trimmed it short yet.
You ever seen House Party?
aye,
Like
kid,
kid play style thing.
Yeah, it's just going up here up on that. I can just see it all happening.
kid, man, kid and play. That was it. Kid and
See, they're
play.
thinking that as soon as you're talking about things, that the visual podcasting on YouTube's going to be have the picture there. So you're picturing it already. I just hope that I find a good
I've
picture.
got to
and
cut
go
a
along with
lot
it.
of fucking audio, so you're getting your work hard. What?
Stop saying what like that every time you go.
You just have to do it.
Every time you go, what? I'm going to have to make you go, what? Like that on the screen right there.
What? You should get one that's like a Steve Austin. It's like, eh? You
I
just-
think I'm only going to do the ones that have more emphasis. When you just go, what? I might not bother with A ones. But I might.
Should find an A one. Eh?
Eh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Anyway,
What's that about, eh?
so
Canadian.
I'll get all the.
So we're up to fight 3 here, Charlie. I'm just wondering where we are.
Fight 3 is for
Intercontinental Championship.
with Rocky Maivia as the champion. He defeats Hunter Helms.
Hunter Hurst.
Triple H.
Hunter Harris Helmsley.
I have Triple H via pinfall, 12 minutes 27 seconds. I have the note here. Goldust comes out and distracts Hunter. China comes from the crowd and attacks.
Well, that was the first look at China. Yeah, that was
No, that's before
China
China's China. She was what? Random lady in crowd.
Well, see, at that point, they had like Michaels and Triple H had been pushing China for about a long time. Vince, eh? It was only till they got to Shane O'Mac, that he was the one that put it to Vince and then Kai. Because the people like Kai, but she's a woman, she can't be protected. And they were like, that's the whole point. She's a woman and she's
a bit
protecting me.
classy.
It was like the whole kind of love
She's
it.
tougher than all the men
Aye.
that can do the job. She's
That's
aye,
the whole
and that
point.
really
It was
gave
good.
her. I think that idea gave that character a bigger push than anything
Definitely, like.
for the role she had to play.
So she China comes out from crowd tax. Melissa, of course, we don't know it's China at this time.
Melissa, what?
Melissa, who the fuck's
Melissa?
Should I text Marlena?
Marlena, sorry.
Marlena with the trip was like, who's Melissa?
Like, I noticed that, like...
What's the original? Terry, that's what I was going to
Terry
say.
Reynolds.
Terry Reynolds.
Mrs. Goldust.
Mrs. Goldust. She's hot.
Like, all I had,
She's
like,
not
at
bad.
the start of this match was how fucking many arm drags you need to do. There was about fucking 10, man. I swear to God. I was like, oh,
I made me realise that Rock and Triple H are in the early stage of their career. They don't learn a lot of moves yet.
well, nah, because Triple H had been doing it for a while.
But
man.
did Triple H not get pushed back because he broke kayfabe when before the
hard.
guys went to
He was
WCW?
quite doing to fight the starters because Rock was just fresh babyface. That, to be fair, quite pushed the Intercontinental Championship.
He was good, man.
But I think because the Rock's at his early stages there, they didn't have a lot of moves for the Rock. Even when you notice like the big... I mean, I wrote in my notes here that they're big looking moves and a nice theatrical look, but you can tell it's because they've been taught to do that. The Rock still looked like his dad was when he was fighting.
Yep.
The big overarm swings and the big stomps, and especially the crossbody of a turnbuckle.
That was good. So when you hit that, was
But it looked
perfect
mad, it
timing.
was such a big move.
Aye.
The way that he pulled his arm back and bent back almost so far, I was like, that's...
Triple H took that well as well. Like, in time.
That's a really good looking
They
fight.
sold it well. Both of them sold it well,
Aye.
and they're really good together. There was I didn't see a pedigree. Didn't see Rock's bottom. I didn't see.
You didn't see Rock's bottom?
He didn't really have the Rock's bottom there.
I suppose it a rock bottom, you went to the Rock's bottom.
The Rock's bottom.
Like, he didn't have that.
Okay.
He didn't have that finisher there, eh?
And then, but I did see what he still had in his arsenal. Arsenal. We did see was that he had that sort of swinging DDT.
Oh no,
thing.
botched that, mate.
He
you
did,
know?
but then again,
Well, I don't know if that was for Triple H that botched that. Bad timing.
I don't know either. But I love that move. I like the way he swings round him and actually just plants
It's a
him.
great
I
down.
remember like we were wrestling in the graveyard. I remember that with my mate, and he done it. Like he kind of ran up. He's like, "I'm going to try it, right? So we're going to try. Just hold your arm there." And it was awesome.
To try it, there's a proper
It's so
move that
cool.
way that they run round and sort of flip to come to the other side so you land on the...
It's like a swinging dot DDT.
It's something like that,
That's
aye.
like a word.
But
I
it's-
remember it
I've
in
put it in.
SmackDown when it came out, and I'm like, "What that's called?"
It's good you look through the moves, right, we're going to have... What we got? That's the name of this move, when like create a move set for
Oh,
a wrestler and that.
But I like that move. I actually prefer that than Rock's bottoms.
Rock's bottom.
No, but I do like that.
Do you know what I think? The actual first time we see that, I could be lying here, but I remember watching on the pay-per-view. It was Bad Blood from telling Shawn Michaels. He was a part of the Nation, and it was like they were voicing kind the Road Warriors 2000. That
All
one.
right, when you came back.
And Kama kind of hit one of them in the back of the head, and then he went into it. Like, and it was it, boom, rock bottom. And that's the first time I ever seen it. Eh?
Somebody hits him and they stagger
Fall
forward
in it, and he
into
goes
the
like,
Rock's arm.
and then they were like, "What
Rock
was
bottoms.
that? Oh, that must be the Rock Bottom, man." And it was, that's when
That's when it was
That's what
started.
I think. I don't know, because
Right.
You can actually picture the guy wearing a red and a black top. Is it
I can't remember. I remember somebody kicking him and then falling into him.
Either took it or...
It might have been.
So
No,
basically,
because Savio would have been part. Bad Blood wasn't until, was it 98? Because that's when Kane came in. No, that wasn't when Kane came in. I'm thinking in King of the Ring 98.
I can
No,
imagine-
Bad Blood. No, Kane came in it. Aye, that's when you first seen Kane.
Aye.
In the Hell Cell, where Michaels was just gushing with blood.
That must be Kane! That must be
Who
Kane!
the fuck is Kane?
This is pretty much when Vince was like, that must be Kane! Oh my god, that
I
must be
think they'd been
Kane!
doing promos for it though. I think they'd been like talking because Hingy.
Paul Bearer had done the your old brother and all that. Then you see him, you go,
It was good,
that
like,
must be Kane.
and then that's when they led up to all the fucking Kane shit and Inferno match. It was so shit. Oh my
So an
god.
Inferno match, one favourite bit is when you saw Kane jumping over the turnbuckle, over the Inferno bit and clothesline folk on the inside, and I was like, that was great! How'd you get back in the ring? No, back to that fight with the IC belt, I'd say that Rock had a really sweet drop kick that really stood out. The Rock's drop kick was amazing for that. But then no long after it, Hunter had a really nice suplex. I don't know why, but the suplex it done just the speed over, it looked lovely. I love the fact that JR called it a sloopex.
do you know what I done?
Suplex.
Even the King's like, did you say sloopex? Like,
No.
I might have
I
done.
noticed that a lot of the time King was proper ribbing on JR.
Aye.
Because JR was probably still no new, but
Aye.
he had just been, because he had like
Well, JR
refused
was
an offer.
JR started
WCW.
Raw, so hadn't he been gone for a few years by that point, so...
I mean, like, because he had turned down like big offer for WCW to take a smaller
Definitely.
I think he did the WWE, WWF, sorry.
They're kind of talking for the podcast. He wasn't too delighted about the whole GR character I had to play.
No.
Like having to go out wearing a cowboy hat, and it's like, cowboy hat, really?
But he done all that fucking... I thought that was
for him.
him.
Aye, totally.
He
says
got
in,
bald as well, man.
So he'd be like the good old boy, good old JR sort of thing.
Aye.
But that was the character that he had. It's weird to think that even the commentators have a kayfabe character to play.
Yeah, definitely. But basically, I got down here before the match. It cuts to Thursday Night Raw, and it's just showing you the big build up between these two rivalry. Him rolling them up at Raw, rolling them up into like it was a small package, eh? It was a small package. You managed to kind of get him at the last minute. Small package to Triple H, and that's how you got the IC belt. That's when it flashed tables at Raw, with Thursday Night Raw. So then we had the actual match, and I've got here Rock, what a haircut, and I loved the Triple H nose references for JR and King. He slapped in his nose or something. I was laughing at that. There was the parts where they were doing hard slaps. And I was like, fucking hell, that's pretty sounding alright. Too many arm drags, which you mentioned earlier, and twists as well. I was kind of getting a wee bit bored.
Some bad timing with
Twists?
Like twists in the arms
arm
and
twist
stuff
with the
like
arm
that.
bar and like
right in the back.
arm
and
behind the
like
leg, half Nelson.
the part was where I think it was Triple H that smashed into the railing. There's the security railing. Was it Triple H? And
maybe
and
the Rock, like
was it the Rock?
where Triple H uses like the baseball slide, and it's
Aye.
Rock, and Rock just flies into it.
Aye, it looked sere, like I
It
was
was
like,
quite good.
but it looked good.
But that's the Rock just putting his body just like going for it.
Well, they both would have been. They would, like, well, Rock mostly would have wanted to prove himself and that stuff.
Aye.
But it's like it was the same. It was just
He's on the
Triple
way
H
up.
pretty much beating on the Rock for most of the match. Getting the Rock kicking out here and then try to get the crowd. You got a muttery Rocky chance, but it wasn't anything.
But not
Nah,
that.
compared to what it's like.
Rocky and then.
But I think Triple H tried to put the Rock over as the
Aye.
good guy because Triple H going for dirty pins and stuff like
Aye.
that.
You know?
To try to be like, right,
Well, Triple H was the
you're
bad guy
cheering.
at that point anyway.
But look, you see him at the start with his courtesy, folk cheered him. I was like, they're cheering a heel.
That's when it started to change though, because when Austin was meant to be a heel. That was the
Aye,
whole
but
character.
people loved
him.
it, the
People
character.
loved it and just went with it.
As he says, is when you're a heel, if you go from being a face to being a heel, never change what you do in the character. He always says like you still wrestle the same, do everything the same, but you just now get hated and you go for that.
Yep.
Basically, a lot of
they
folk
get,
could be a face, try to change to a heel, try and be dirty, or change when they go back to one side to the other and lose it.
Yep. The
And the fact that he just always stayed himself and it worked for his character.
The other thing is, like, you notice what a heel does is like they use the ropes for like if they've got them in like a sleeper hold on the floor,
Right.
and that you see them using their legs for leverage.
To lift.
on
I'm
the
better
thing,
lift. Puts
on
more
second
leverage in
rope.
the sleeper
and
and
I
makes it
was
hurt
just
more.
like, hey, I like that.
Aye, because he does that in the fight, and even the ref notices it, goes over and just kicks his legs off the rope and goes, nah, no, in my match. I was like, go yourself, referee.
Totally.
You never
It's
get
good when they
refereed like
catch
that.
it, because when you're younger, you're like, oh, he's cheating, he's cheating, you know, sort of thing.
Even the ref caught him, though, kick. Now you're not getting in my fight.
Aye.
Well, I was like, the ref's taking so
It
much.
was alright, man. It comes out, Goldust at the end, comes out, distracts him.
Distracts on
Rock gets a suplex with a bridge into a pin with
Yep.
victory. It was a quite a good suplex, I thought.
Aye, it was
Yeah.
German. Well, fisherman suplex.
First look at China.
And then China comes
Aye, well,
in.
that's the first time we see
It was
China.
the crowd. I loved watching, like, I've around there a few times to watch the crowd's faces. Because I was like, was she sitting there the whole time? I didn't remember seeing her.
I
That's
think
something
they
we've
brought in-
got to look at, eh? I'm going to have a look at that.
The other,
Actually in the crowd at that point, like, for the whole thing, or did she just come out? And
I think a lot of time always we brought in maybe like she maybe just comes in near the start of that fight, so look, well, that fight's there.
Aye.
So she's there for that fight, but maybe not the fight before it or something.
I think I heard a guy, but again, he could have been working with the wrestling, WWF, and I heard him say, no, she's been sitting there the whole time. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
Aye, the guy who's sitting like
Aye,
right there.
like just next on our on like the sort of right there, and but I'm pretty sure he's got a security jacket on or something.
So I noticed that when she stood up with a couple of folk to her like her left side, the folk
Freaked
closest to
out,
the
eh?
camera.
No, was it the right
They look-
side? No, it was the right side.
I wasn't close to the camera. They looked like I'm gonna pretend to be worried looking and just the look in their face was like that's really bad acting.
See, to the left, what
So
I
I
was
think they're
watching.
put there to make sure because I think maybe if like that was normal people in a crowd and somebody jumped in, they maybe try and stop it.
Aye, yeah.
So I think you have to have other actors to make
Don't know,
sure.
right. She's size to China, and I'd be like, that's a guy. I'm
Nah.
not.
Aye, but even if that happened, would you go, hey, no, you didn't? You might just instinctively do
No, but the
that.
security kind of came. That's what I was telling Charlie about. Like, and she gets choked in that, right? And it's like she loses her earrings or something, and she's like, And the next minute I remember she's getting carried out. I'm like, she was fine. That was you I was talking about it. Aye, yeah, I was like, she was fine.
Aye. Yeah, I know.
Carrying her out for, man.
But she got dragged away. She was damsel in distress on the flare. Help! And all like that. He came over, took her away, and I heard. I heard just before I think it faded, or kind of when he took her backstage. Took her backstage. I heard Goldust shouting, "Throw her in jail!" like that. I was laughing. I was like, all right. So that's all I really had for that match.
It was a good match, I guess, but
alright,
you could see they were still rocking. He was still learning a lot of shit. And timing
the,
it was a bit off at some point. That's probably the first time.
The only time about Survivor Series would have been a few months before that. So he's only been in the business about 6 months. Less than a year with WWF.
And he probably, like, to be fair, only really got into it because he's who he was, again. Because he didn't. It's not like he studied it he watched it his whole life, and he
probably got into it a lot later,
you know. And got into it.
It's not like he grew up in the teens.
And he always said that he wanted to be an actor, and that was his route.
Aye.
Kenny, he always said that. He's never hid away from that fact.
That's what he does now.
And that's why I love The Rock, man. He knows when to change, man. He knows when to nod on it.
Even on Raw, there when he came back and spoke to Rusev, he's still got it.
He's still got it, man.
Aye.
He'll never lose it, man.
Aye. He does have it, aye. I'm not going to say anything because you're going on at me.
No, what? You didn't like The Rock either, do you?
No, like, see, Shawn Michaels and The Rock. Fuck you, mate.
Do you know what? I love The Rock, but I hate him being a part-timer.
Aye, that annoys you, but that's just the way it is.
That's it.
He's an actor now, eh?
It's like when he came back and I was like, is he back? Or is he just back to promote a film? And he was back, and he didn't get me wrong, he wrestled, and he got the championship, and blah blah blah, he wrestled John Cena twice.
I didn't like that match.
I found that very shite.
Man,
But
the once in a lifetime fight that we're having again next year. Twice in a lifetime. I was like,
you built it for a whole fucking year. It would have to be awesome for me to enjoy it now.
And it wasn't that great.
I was raging that when they were on Raw, and I was like, oh, this is going to be
we're going to fight at WrestleMania.
How about we fight
next
WrestleMania
year?
Next year. I was like,
why not just do it next week on Raw? Do it now.
Just do it now, you fucking pricks.
Just try to build up for money.
I know, but it's too long, mate.
The thing is, it's like I was bitter towards The Rock. He's a good wrestler. I love The Rock, and I have liked him. I've loved him through when I was watching it, sort of the Attitude Era, and that he was my favourite wrestler of all time. You know, at that time. No,
it's good, man.
So, going on to the fourth match, WWF. Sorry.
Before we got to that, there was a wee promo. We have to mention the promo. The wee video for WrestleMania 13.
And then the promo from
that
Vader.
Promo,
Thank you very much.
Okay.
It was like, hey, coming May 6th to Coliseum Video. I was like, Coliseum Video?
That was cool.
Name is Silver Vision. That's where my money went.
Silver Vision and Coliseum Video.
That's my whole collection.
Right. I didn't know you was about to talk about that.
No, and then the promo for Vader. Vader does a promo.
I've got that later on.
No, I've got the Vader spot of filming his lines.
Aye. Pretty much just steals everyone else's cats. Oh my Undertaker!
You know, I missed that. I must have went and waved.
Vader cuts a promo where he's like, Austin, blah blah blah, Bret Hart, the best there ever was.
I can't remember what he said, but I remember him filming his lines and just
rest in peace. And then it cuts to Paul Bearer, probably. And what time is it?
Paul Bearer was that high pitched. I thought dogs were going to hear him sing that.
They said to Sid. What time was it? It's always
time! Always time for my belt next time. But this time.
Aye. But I missed that. I missed that, guys. So
I like that. I've got to hear a bit. John hates it though because he hates Vader, so it's just the way.
I hated Vader, but I saw Paul Bearer. I was like, oh,
Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer, man, what a legend. He's managing Vader. All right. But anyone that Paul Bearer manages with Undertaker or against Undertaker, they're always going to have an Undertaker fight.
You do an impression of was it Paul Bearer?
Can I get that high anywhere, eh?
Can you do?
Oh my Undertaker!
Wait, John, you do it.
Oh my Undertaker!
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Are you try yours?
No,
I can't do it.
No, you got to try it.
I can't get that high, man.
You have to try it and try. Me and Gary
because that's what he does.
Oh my Undertaker!
Oh my Undertaker!
He is the greatest in the world! He's just shit. Right, let's get off the fucking
Look at that cheap episode of Scooby-Doo.
Who, me?
Scooby-Doo, this is not the Holy Ghost.
The next match pissed me off, man.
Right, well, wait. We're getting to that.
Right, are we getting
so we passed the promos now.
We've done the promo,
right. I'm going to give them full now.
Right. Then we're fighting for the tag championship. Here we go.
WWF World Tag Team Championship.
You take us, Charlie, for the WWF Tag Team Championships of the world.
I can't even pronounce his name.
Badass, really good.
I know you had Doug Furnas and Philip Lafon.
The challengers.
I was like, who the hell are these guys?
So you have a dark match.
They've been gone since I
must have missed a year or two when they were.
No, I think they were gone around sort of like 92, 93. Because they were like the Canadian guys.
Right.
What's that all about?
So what?
What's
What's all about? What you saying there, eh?
What you saying there, eh?
Kind of why they build the boats.
Oh, I honestly see a Canadian accent. I fucking love it, man. I honestly love it.
You're welcome here, eh?
What's happening here, eh?
What's happening here? Why on South Park they've got the flappy head thing. Canadians, why do they look
You're not my buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. My friend, I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your pal, buddy.
I don't know, Terrence. Anyway. Moving on.
Every time somebody mentions South Park, I just want to say,
That sounds like a cross between Team America and was it South Park? Because you've got Ducker. That was Team America.
Aye, but it's from South Park when they go, yeah, and the worst thing about these slick bags is they took our jobs. It took a derb. And everyone joins in like, it took a derb. After that, I was just like, derp.
Anyway, right. So you say the Canadian names?
Doug Furnas. Is he Canadian? Doug Furnas doesn't sound. Oh no, Canadian. I'm saying, why is he? I was thinking French when I saw Philippe Lafon. French Canadians, these boys. So Doug Furnas and Philippe Lafon versus
Owen Hart and British Bulldog, the champions with Clarence.
That's who the guy was, man.
Mason?
I remember them. Clarence Mason, man. You remember him?
The
manager guy. He was like a real lawyer or something like that. He was something to do with that.
Owen Hart, British Bulldog won via disqualification. No, sorry, tell a lie. The Doug and Philip won via pin disqualification. And I'll tell you why. Owen nailed the Fawns with the Slammy Award.
Award. I love
Slammy.
Woo! I'm the backer! I'm the greatest! Woo!
I don't even know why I hit him with the Slammy because it looks like they had the fight one.
That was the whole point there, kind of.
As the whole thing for the Royal Rumble where I'm flipping over and up till then the chemistry was a bit iffy between the two of them. Hit him with the Slammy Award just as British Bulldog had him up on the Power Slam. British Bulldog was very upset and with the way the match ended.
Because before that, it was a bit like a wee hit and a slap and a push with Owen and Bulldog. Before it was like, hey, we did.
Yeah, he pushes him and then goes to the ring and then saves a pin and you're like, yeah, it's so sure to it. But I was raging a bit because I was like, now I'm even more raging when Charlie told me about the dark match with the Godwins and Hingy. And I'm like, why the fuck were they not fighting for the title?
The Godwins versus Mosh and
Scooby, and they used to do that, man. Like they used to fucking just put these people that would be on like these stupid fucking superstars or whatever it was, man. Like these wrestlers you never knew, and then you put them in the pay-per-view, and I'm like, why?
Aye.
Like, you've just why?
It's like the amount of times you watch wrestling, you go, oh.
To be fair to them, though, they were
like,
good.
Oh, Match Man's fighting somebody I've never heard of. Oh, well, Match Man's won this fight then. And the unheard of guy was always meant to be, but if he wins, he might get a career. No, he's not going to win. He's part of the job squad, he's an enhancement wrestler.
Is it called the jobber, right?
A jobber, job squad. But Paul Heyman calls them enhancement wrestlers. They wrestle to enhance the other wrestler.
Right,
that's a nicer name for enhanced wrestlers.
Was the Rock called them something like jabronis? Because that was like an name for them just being the enhancers, as you call them.
No, jabroni is just a word that apparently is an Italian thing, it just means...
Jabroni.
It's like
I'm pretty sure I remember reading up that jabroni meant like he called people jabroni. Aye, you were a jabroni, but I'm sure it came up as like it's on screen now. It's like
see it, man.
It was like another name from maybe another territory where it was like a jabroni was basically an enhancer.
Right, I always thought it was just like a jabroni is like an Italian word for like a schmuck. So
maybe it's but I assumed that So, back to the match. I've got here nice flips and counters. Slammy award in brackets. I put here South Park. The reference to South Park is with Phil Collins. You know, he's got his wee Oscar and he's standing there and he's like, yeah, I won this Oscar. And he's like, I don't like taking the piss out of people who are mentally handicapped. And then you see some guy behind him going, ha ha, like that. To Phil Collins and shit. And it was like, in South Park, Phil Collins always has these like Oscar. And it kind of reminded me, what's it called?
Owen Hart always carrying the Slammy Award.
I loved that. I loved it.
But I was like, was that not like way before South Park?
Oh, South Park was a long time after that.
So it was like,
was that long after that? I remember
watching
it.
Maybe.
I remember watching 11
years maybe. No, it was.
I remember watching it when I was like 11, 12 maybe, and I would have been 97.
well,
yeah, it might be the same. Yeah.
Might have been.
No, I've done that. In that pay-per-view, I remember seeing somebody with a banner of Cartman badly coloured in.
So you would definitely.
So South Park was at the same time, but maybe not the Phil Collins episode at that point. That would have been later when they go supposedly guests.
The tag match was all right. I mean, like, to be fair, the other guys came. They done some pulled off some sweet moves in that. Like,
aye. There was a lot of nice. I like when you get a pin reversal.
Aye,
you go for a pin 1, 2. Oh, the other one goes for a pin 1, 2, back and forward.
Yeah, there was
That's
a shit
exciting.
spinning heel kick I had here.
I seen that.
Yeah, but then I had sweet Enziguri from her. Oh, you can hit them and they just sound like it's just fucking.
It's that.
Boom.
It's clap.
Good.
But you want something to wonder, is it just the foot hitting the head? Does he slap a body part?
Who clap by? You see Mysterio do that a lot. When you see him clapping.
A lot of wrestlers, if they go for like a closing or maybe slap, or if they go for a punch, slap the arm. Punch to the face.
Impact.
But see,
slap
what's
the
it?
leg for kicks and stuff.
Del Rio, he sounds like he clacks it really well. It's like really.
But it could just be the padding and the boot.
No, Del Rio slaps his thigh. He looks pantomime every time. Because I've seen it once, now I see it every time. Del Rio
You
goes
should
for a
have said
kick.
that to me, man.
Del Rio goes kick in the face, and it's like, oh, slap my
It
thigh.
honestly sounds good when he does
Great
it.
sound.
Aye, it really is.
One funny thing, watching with SmackDown having its 15th anniversary, they had like a Edge and Christian's 15th anniversary show for the Weeks of Awesomeness. But in it, one bit, just Edge goes, we kick the box open. But as he says, kicks the box open, the leg comes up and does the kick the hand hit to the leg, and he still does it. And it's like, that's just training. You've learned how to kick like that now.
But I
But I like stuff like that. I like clean reversals, but
It was an alright match,
even,
man. It was, but
even
just
watch
cause
Bulldog and Owen do the whole tag team cheating thing with like they'll maybe like get the other person to come in, distract the ref, and then go over and like they two in the corner doing a bit dirty fight and that. Bulldog and Owen I thought were great heel characters because they were nasty, but at the same point you've got to love them.
just put it.
No, like it was alright. I didn't really have much here.
I didn't have much either. You got anything to say else about
Very much it, no. But I like the distractions for like the tag teams.
You tagged that other beer already?
Aye, man.
Bloody hell. Go and help yourself.
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm working on it.
Then I wrote down as well that the Bulldog suplex and Owen with the flying crossbody for the turnbuckle.
Aye. 29 already.
Aye.
Fuck me, man. Right.
Is it when you
Pick
get
up people,
cracking like
pick it up, people. Let's go.
fucking hell?
Right, I mentioned that the Bulldog suplex, when the Bulldog goes for a suplex, then Owen goes for the crossbody, Owen then lands that and goes for the pin attempt. That was personally my favourite move of the whole thing that they released to do.
Wasn't great, man.
Well, not great, but it's like proper tag. There's no a lot of time to see tag team moves.
Nah. But
Cut.
sorry.
Oh,
go on.
cut.
I was just going to move on for that next
Aye,
match.
good.
So next match.
Wait, before
Promo, man.
I know.
Before
I know.
the next
right,
match.
Okay. Promo, Undertaker. I put good one.
Pretty good. Not great, but it was alright.
It was alright. I was more amazed to see, apparently back then it was called Doc Hendricks interviewing him.
Aye.
Hendricks.
Doc Hendricks, I forgot that was his name.
Clearly see what happened to Todd Pettingill. He could have got fired after Royal Rumble or something, because he just wasn't in that. I thought.
That's true, because I came last time we could have made his name. Screen came up.
Yeah.
I didn't never checked his career to see where Todd Pettingill went to.
Do you want to announce that one? Match number 5, and you can read the note bit at the bottom.
Match number 5 is the WWF World Heavyweight Championship
Of the world.
elimination match.
Yeah, so it was an elimination match.
Starring, it's not really starring, is it? Containing of Bret the Hitman Hart as the challenger,
Well, there are challengers because it was.
Well, it's challenger.
And basically, you just read it off. Like, give me it the now. Give me it the now.
No, because you.
It's basically you read it off, and then it's like you've got DF, which is defeat.
Aye, because it's pretty much got like the Undertaker, Vader, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
That's the 4 people going into this fight.
He defeated them via. Does it say anything about it?
No, it doesn't
Right,
mention that.
just so read the note back at the bottom.
He's got notes. Title change. The special match was a result of Austin's screwy Royal Rumble victory.
Yes.
A man could be eliminated in any of the regular ways, or if he was thrown over the top rope.
Yeah, I hate
Pretty much
that.
by pinfall, submission, over the top rope rules.
I thought that was alright actually. I liked it with stipulation. I give it something different.
I didn't like the over the top from that.
Right,
Up for elimination, pin or submission.
Right.
Because I've wrote here, like, Ken, was this the first Fatal 4-Way? But then I'm like, oh, over the top rope elimination. No, it's not a Fatal 4-Way.
I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I know, over the top.
Everything I say, you fucking hate, and everything you say, I hate. You know,
I don't think you understand wrestling properly. I like how it says though here though, Bret threw Austin over the top rope at 18 minutes 7 seconds. Which meant for the first 18 minutes you had all 4 folk in that fight.
Right.
That was lasting no bad. Undertaker threw Vader over at 22 minutes 31.
Yeah.
And then Bret threw Undertaker over at 24 minutes and 2 for the vacant title. Austin came back and tried to get involved and he actually helped Bret win.
Aye,
I would say so, but it was more over to Bret and he was attacking Bret. I've got that right.
Which I find weird because Bret obviously wins the title, but he was in the main event at WrestleMania 13. So he clearly, because he fights, I think he fights Sid. Sid must beat him on Raw the next night. Because I'm sure it's Sid against Taker for the title.
Aye, is that next again? Is it next again night? Would that be Monday?
Monday Night Raw, because that's the whole thing that...
Was Monday night? I thought it was Thursday night Raw. So it must have been
Back
Monday.
then, they mentioned next again night.
So it must have been something else.
It must have
Anyway.
been Raw. It was Raw.
Unless it maybe had... No, because it wasn't called Monday Night Raw back then, it was
was
just
called
Raw
Raw.
and Raw is War and the
Raw is
Warzone
Raw.
was like the 2 shows together.
Right, okay.
Warzone, that was it.
War and Raw is War. I loved how it was like 2 shows spliced.
Time.
Didn't start well, they might have my suggestions, but tell me there's time. Didn't want my time. There's enough time for me to talk about it. Time takes me to take my time.
The thing, I'm going to read out my notes here,
Go
and
for
then
it.
you can read out yours and yours, right? Okay.
Fuck off.
You go fuck off, I've got a few things here.
Man,
right?
I like this fight.
First things first.
It usually is.
That Western Union blimp, I would be pissed off
If
if
that
I
was
was
blocking
in
your
front of
view.
me. I'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd be trying to burst the thing.
Aye.
Like,
A dart or
that's
something.
getting broken.
Yep.
Couple of can-ups that's got
God
sharp
knows-
edges.
Oh, it would fucking piss me off, right? Taker walks out, fucking amazing. While Taker's coming out, they cut to a promo with Bret the Hitman Hart.
yeah.
You hear Taker's music at the background,
And
and
cut away from the Undertaker's entrance.
it was a wee bit sort of like,
Like a typical babyface promo for Bret Hart. Ken.
Aye.
They're all great and all hanging, but I'm the best.
And the greatest in the world and all that.
I'm
Like,
still getting credit to all of them. Ken. It was like babyface.
the promo was shite. He's like, oh, he's really good, and didn't underestimate him, blah blah blah. I'm away to see you later. And I put here some walk to the fucking entrance. When his music plays, it's like meow, dun, 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 dun. And then it's like, and I'm like, I thought you'd be like right next to that fucking curtain.
alright, when you get the dun, 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 but before it, that confused me because usually that's the noise that the steel cage music gets. The steel cage has its own entrance music when they bring a cage or a hell in the cell, didn't you get the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, I've
dun,
never
dun,
noticed
dun,
that.
dun. Every time you hear like, and after the break you hear the dun, 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 in the background, I'm like, there's a steel cage coming. I do it and I go dun, 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 until it's done. And I'm like, but before that fight you hear the dun, I'm like, there's a steel cage elimination over the top rope. How's that going to work? You can't have a cage over the top
It's
rope.
just Bret's music.
But it was just a dun, dun, dun. But I got tricked. I thought it was a cage match for a second.
It's even like when just
upset
before
with
Stone Cold came in, it's like they were like, oh, Stone Cold, I thought he was here and all that, and it's like fucking hell, I think he has to walk about a fortnight to get to the curtain and that. But anyway, he came out, walked to. I've got Vader, belly to belly suplex, shite.
It's like he has to like. I don't know what happens there. It's like he gets caught halfway, like the boy didn't jump on, and you have to pull.
It was
him
like
all the
sandbagged
way.
or something, eh?
Who is that giving who what move?
Basically, Vader done a belly suplex. I can't remember who it was. I think it was
I
Undertaker.
think it was.
And I think Undertaker sandbagged him.
Undertaker and Vader had most of that fight themselves. Well, when they were fighting most of the
Aye.
night, they wouldn't fight each other.
Because when Vader got busted open, man, I was like, oh,
Aye.
bloody is here.
Aye, but was it?
Did he get caught up in? Did he cut
him.
himself?
I didn't think he was bleeding. I think he actually cut his eye open because it was
really chair
shut.
shot. When Taker kind of hit him, but
I've got that down here. That chair shot when he actually fucking brings up his leg and skips it. I was like, and then you see it.
That's
it looked
when
good.
when you see
And then you see a replay on the other side. I was like, that's not that good. And but if they just kept with that camera view, it looked pretty good.
So I done that a few days watching Raw or that. You go, that looked amazing. Rewind it. I want to see that again. Second time. Oh right, I shouldn't have watched that a second time.
ruined it for me.
Or you saw the hand coming up. You saw the gap. You saw something. You go, oh, that ruined it.
It was just like Ken. You could see them try to cut angles where it was like you can try and get them all in the one bit. Do you know what I mean? Because they would be staying in the ring and you could they'd be out in the entrance bit, and you could still kind of get a visually Austin and.
Try
to keep it all in the same camera.
So like 2 folk are fighting, you're going to have both fights on screen at once.
That was that's what's annoying, like when you break away like that, that's what's annoying with field folks, isn't it? If you miss what's happening with the other
most of the times now you'll notice that you'll get the folk fighting in the ring, but if the other get hurt, you're going to lie under the rope for a while or just sit at the side and be hurt. You'll never get the 2 folk, maybe 3 folk fighting, but then 3 goes back down to 2, one person lies at the side being hurt. Back then, no, everyone's on. There's no resting at the side letting you take the focus. It's pretty much fighting for focus to make your fight look better than the person in the ring.
Totally.
I like that.
I've got here that it looks like Austin was trying to do like a pile driver in the concrete, but ended up being countered by Undertaker and landed us back.
It made me think about that. I was like, Ken.
I like to
say it, but Ken,
that was
would
a
you?
bump like.
Well, do you think you could take it?
Aye, because you go over feet first.
Aye.
And then
as long as your feet land like flat, then you should be fine.
Stairs.
The only thing that'd be bad is if you go over it and your back slightly bent and you're landing back of your spine first, then feet.
That'd be
that's where you could get a serious injury. That's why it's training to make sure you go over it and you're going over it and push your feet and arc your back. So it's going to take training to take a suplex.
I've got here stairs on Vader. I think it was on his back. Then Vader's smashes into the tech guy.
Aye, that was so stupid. He was like, we tried to cover it. Oh, see how he avoided the stairs? He was like, nah, he clearly thought he was meant to go into the stairs. Then, no, I'm meant to go over there. Right, I'm not having this anymore.
Just say that bit about the stairs again when you come back.
Anything spill there?
No.
It did.
There's tissues there, mate.
Oh, well, just use that. So,
so anyway.
Oh, it's much better, man.
So
the weird echo.
Echo.
I'm guessing to try and cut back in. Do you want to finish what you're saying about the stairs?
What did I say about the stairs?
The fact that he got shoved over and ran at the sound guy.
Oh yeah, that was it. Like he was getting slim over. It was like he realised like he wasn't meant to go into the stairs. He was meant to go over at the sound because it was like he stopped momentum and gained momentum again and jumped into the guy. I was like.
So it runs, you can see like the
changes
it's like
and jumps on the guy.
Everything changes.
And then the same guy just sitting there like, just curled up.
Curled up with the ball.
And he'd be like, I'm knocked out.
That's it, because I don't know if they're told how to act if they get hurt.
That's like what the referees do, anyway.
I know.
So
slap him out for about 20 minutes.
Oh, you slap him in
for a push again?
Mate, it's the beer, man.
Pause.
Seems the luck I've had can make a good man turn bad. So please, 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 let me get what I want this time. Haven't had a dream in a long time. Seems the life I've had.
Vader's eye looks fucked because you see like a close up on that. I was like, oh yeah.
He takes the mask off, and you're like,
aye, didn't see him take his mask off for a while?
Aye.
Much, I mean.
could have seen it was bothering him, but it would have been. They would have just kept rubbing against fucking
the wound.
thing to cut himself.
Sid's watching the match. Sid's looking red than ever.
I like seeing him backstage, but I just. Was he talking to himself or what was he saying?
I don't know.
Just
Maybe
getting
just going, time!
Time! The boy's just proper psycho. When does he become Sid Justice too?
I think he suggested before.
I think he's been that already, yeah.
Is that when he joins the Justice
I think that was back in the early 90s. He was Justice League.
Justice. So anyway,
I thought the whole fight was a bit rough and disjointed because it was hard to keep focus on who's doing what to who.
Aye. Irish Whip for Stone Cold, missing Brett because he looked dazed on the ground, just missed him. Crowd seemed really up for it. Back to Sid again. I put Sid still red. Vader and Hitman, top roped suplex.
Oh,
that looked
cool,
pretty
man,
cool.
yeah.
I went on Vader.
Right, definitely.
Then what's it called? I've got Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and attacks Brett. Chokeslam. I liked Chokeslam. That
weird one,
because it kind of he went doing with him, and I was like, oh, that seems more an impact. Instead, he just gone lifting up and then just dropping him while standing.
The greatest thing about it is because like he was like jumping doing with him. It looked a wee bit better. Eh?
The right end in there was a poor finish of my eyes. I thought it was like, I thought there could have been a nice wee kind of couple of minute battle, and then flung him over. But they ended up
to get like one person over a minute later, the next person
battle.
And then
fought for ages, and then it was just elimination. Kind of.
Last few minutes now.
Taker just looks for Stone Cold, beelines for him, then stops like pretty much kind of halfway down the ramp, if you will. And then I've got Sid comes out, shouting again, red as ever, the end.
The only bit I had to add to your notes was you never mentioned Vader, which I'm going to say well done Vader because I hate Vader, but Vader doing that flip for the turnbuckle. He climbs up the turnbuckle and normally goes to that second turnbuckle, you go like Vader, but goes one high and you think, it's gone pretty high. Does a backwards flip, you think, holy shit. Never expected Vader for a big man to do that, but Undertaker moved, but still, big splash for a big guy to do a backwards flip.
Yep, I totally agree.
So I think he led the way for other folk to do that build to try big moves like that.
Definitely, man.
So basically, that's all I had. Did you have anything, Joke?
I mentioned that the Hitman top rope superplex on Vader was cool, then the sharpshooter on Vader broke him by Undertaker, then Stone Cold comes back to attack the Hitman. I thought the end was pretty good because you had like Vader sets up for the splash, Undertaker does the whole setup thing, low blow to Vader, and then he falls over. I know, because it's low blow that hit Vader had put him out, aye.
I think so.
Aye, because he goes up the turnbuckle ready for the splash, Undertaker stands up, bang to the bollocks, Vader's like, oh, fall out, eliminated. I was like, that's a shit way to go.
I actually liked that way. It was quite...
A low blow should be disqualification.
I know, but it was need disqualification. But I did like it. It was quick. Both out he went. I was like, oh, that was different.
Kind of,
aye, that was different. The overall match, I thought was alright, average.
Okay,
you know what I mean? I feel like
it's just like so much going on. It was like.
So I've just add in, if we're talking at the end of the fight, that's the Hitman winning gold for the 4th time in WWE.
Really?
WWF.
I thought it was maybe like about 9 or something.
I thought because I think one of the commentators goes, "That's him winning the gold for the 4th time." I was like,
"What time
I'm guessing
held it for a while though.
I think he's had it for a long time. Maybe that Intercontinental as well as that. Because he used to have a few Intercontinental battles.
He did that. Like,
but that's only the 4th time the Hitman's won that belt.
So now it comes to general talk.
General talk.
Any subjects you want to put in?
Fucking IS shit, man. IS is like fucking.
I've been ignored around in politics recently.
Do you know what, man?
In the world.
I'm one of these people that doesn't even watch the news, listen to the news, or read papers.
It mostly be biased, man. They'll tell you what you want to hear and that. Yeah.
It's media for you, though.
But it is pretty bullshit, man. I mean, the killing of the aid guy, the killing of the
tax driver guy.
Aye.
So here's the hat twisted round now, and they'll be like.
Stop giving me right for stuff you can't
I know you can't do it.
I just laugh at you. You're like, give me a hat, give me a hat. You're just like, twist it round, and then you're doing that. This shit and that.
But I might. Yeehaw! Last episode you kept getting my right for it.
I know. You didn't fucking hear nothing, mate. You dick.
No, I knew you're doing it again. I was like, what's Charlie? Who's doing what?
But
I don't care. You do what you fucking
general talk, mate. What you might talk about, man?
Well,
George, Scotland won, yeah? Scotland won 1-0.
Scotland won.
Yeah.
Started our group. We're doing all right.
3 points.
How did Germany do against Poland? I didn't mean like currently no like the old days.
I kicked off 7:45, so
it's again like something that's a sensitive subject for some Polish and Germans. Kind of got
that'd be
an old history with them.
It's a good match, I think.
But I was talking to Gary earlier before he came up with games and shit like that. Listening games about it being my birthday the other day. 31.
21 again.
No, 41.
You've been 31 since 75.
Good scratch it, Charlie. You look like you were getting right in there, mate. You're sort of, yeah.
Boss scratcher!
Scratcha! Oh, yeah.
You sniff it in hand after scratching your
So,
nose.
yeah.
You did that, you just said it.
Nah.
General talk, Charlie.
General
games.
talk, man. Just basically, I've just got a few games. Old games, not new, but I tell you what I fancy playing though, and I've been seeing a few kind of people playing it or reviews, is the new Alien game.
Alright.
Alien Isolation.
That one.
But I was going to buy it, but I was like, after playing Alien Colonial Marines,
No.
I've decided
I
not
hate
to
that.
buy it because that was the worst fucking game ever. And I was waiting
that
for
the-
years
I think
for
I played
this game.
Colonial
Colonial Marine came out. My mate Scott bought it.
Scotty!
Scary.
Scotty.
And he bought it, and yeah, he came up and I says, "How was it?" And we done like a wee pilot podcast about games and stuff like that. Because I'm trying to start a wee one, so I'm promoting that. So
What's the name of it?
I think we're calling it Video Game Nuts. So we're talking about video and games.
And nuts.
Nuts.
Gonna cut you up the balls.
Scratching nuts.
Nuts
So
scratcher.
basically,
Nuts.
so we were talking about that, and he done like
What, talking
we done
about
like
nuts?
talking about my nuts. We done that. We were talking about that game, and we were just like, I had about 5-10 minutes shot at it, and I turned it off because it was shockingly bad.
I think I might be playing it, but I hate it because I mind being on a predator up in trees, cloaked, and
Are
a
you-
guy at a distance that I could barely see goes, "Where is up in the trees?" and shot me. I was like, "Fuck off."
See, you're talking about Alien versus Predator. There was Alien versus
that the
Predator.
same one? Was Predator no in this
and
one?
then Predator was then.
I know, Colonial Marines, is that you're the Marine, so you shoot them all?
You're Marine. Just the Marines.
Because that reminded me of Aliens, the first game that came out years ago in the PC.
Aye.
When it was really dark and atmospheric. And
They were better. The ones on the PC
you
were.
couldn't
so-
kill the aliens because they ran a bit too fast.
Aye.
Now, I was up on the roof, where'd it go? I don't know. It's
These
all,
ones
I died.
these ones
Fuck,
glitch
man.
through the wall, mate,
Right.
and it's just shockingly
You can
bad.
do that in real life, can you know? Glitch with it.
Aye, sometimes. That's if you're drunk or on drugs.
Drugs bad, okay.
Drugs are bad, okay.
I was interested in that game. Still waiting to get Watch Dogs off of you.
I forgot to bring it down for you. Seriously, you'll go, "This is amazing!" Oh, it's not really, is it? I liked it, I got bored of it really, really quickly though.
New FIFA for me, that's all I've been playing it.
15.
It's a good.
But it's alright, man. The gameplay's a bit better.
Is it true that Hearts, Hibs and Rangers aren't in the game anymore?
Rangers are in it, they're in the rest of the team.
But
Like rest of the world.
Hearts and Hibs are just out.
Nah,
There's not even a Scottish First Division, we're just...
There's never been that though, like for the last, they used to do it, see with like the old FIFAs, they used to just pick up these random teams every time like the season finished, but now it's just the same teams over.
Can you not download like a sort of like patch?
Maybe you could, maybe.
That gives you like the but was there no something about like you could like get the guys to look I don't know much about football games, but was there no something in I'm going to call it ISS Pro, but it's not ISS, it was Pro Evo.
Pro Evo.
You know what I'm talking about, ISS Pro. I'm talking about 64 version, but jeez.
Anyway, ISS was classic, man. International Superstar Soccer.
Yeah,
64. But anyway, there's an old patch you could download so you can actually have it like the team was called Hib. You had all the players that were renamed and to look like them
could,
and all that. And it must probably fit something you'll find
probably
online
like,
or
but it's
that.
not something I was bored with, man. I've not really been doing much with it, just a few games here and there.
Every time I got like the new Pro Evo, I'd go and like, right, let's find the proper Chelsea badge I posted. Is it London Blues or Mersey Blues or something?
That's what I
Chelsea,
hate
like,
about Pro Evolution.
you get rename your team, put the new badge in, try and make it
so
look
annoying,
right,
man.
rename all the guys.
But pretty much just been watching Trailer Park Boys. I am
Never watched
fucking
it.
addicted
Oh, you
to it,
used to-
man. Nate likes it. I've still yet to
I-
meet
I
a person
still
that
need
actually
watch
likes
it.
I can't say I didn't
man.
like it, just never seen it.
It's just, it's shitly found it, but it's just, I don't know why I like it. I don't know why.
I did get as well, I've got now all the Batman games.
Alright.
Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins. I had Arkham Origins, but I'm like, I think I was talking to you. I'm like, I can't play. Like, say for instance, somebody says, "Oh, they're Silent Hill 4. Go and play that." I'm like, I need to play 1, 2, and 3 first. And it's like,
I've got OCD. I need to play things on it.
aye, same. And it's like,
Forza,
but Forza's a totally different game. It's like, I still need to play them.
It's like folks say, have you tried to play Assassin's Creed 4? I'm like, I've not finished 3. Aye, but you love 4.
I've just bought Assassin's Creed 1 because he's been talking about the red Black Flag one. I'm dying to play Black Flag, but I'm like,
you still got to get through 1 and then 2.
1, 2, 3.
If you're doing 1, 2, 3, skip Brotherhood and Revelations. They're just side add-on stories. You can come back to them.
Really?
That's no main storyline.
So just stick with the 1, 2,
the numbers.
3. And
So if you get through 1, that is pretty linear and straightforward. 2, some of the chances will piss you off. 3, fucking massive.
Right.
4, don't know yet, but that's Gary's boat.
Right. And so back to the Batmans. I loved Arkham Asylum. Fucking thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because the first one was Asylum.
There was in the Asylum.
The Joker. When you take the Joker into the start and you get trapped. Great intro. I liked the slow atmosphere. Really good intro to a game.
Really, really cool. I loved the voices
amazing.
over it as well. Brilliant.
The only thing I thought let the game down was that for Batman being this amazing person, the fights, button bashing. X.
Square
Done it all at the
X.
right time. Good money to press. And then randomly press circle if a boy's going to stab you. Then it's back to X. I was
It
like,
looks cool, but it's like...
this isn't a Batman fighting game.
But
You should have done like, you ever played the Bourne game?
The what?
The
Bourne
Bourne
game.
Supremacy?
Yeah.
That is,
That's
you're in a
good.
fight and you're up and you're press B now. Oh, too late, you
comes
push in the
up,
face, you have to press now. And
That was a fucking great game. I
that,
loved
when
that.
you fight, your heart's pumping. Because you've been through a solid fight and you smashed the boy's face through a sink and had to run it.
Good, man.
I wanted that in a game. More games have to be like that.
Definitely, man.
But if you didn't press the button at the right time, you got a punch in the face.
It's good.
If you do, you're smashing like that.
I do. I have to say, back to the Batmans. I do like the Batman ones. The third one I've not played yet because I've not completed the
Don't use the
second.
main characters though.
I can't remember his name. It's like a weird name, but it's not like I know all the bad guys, but it was this guy I'd never heard of before, and I was like, oh, who's he again? You know, because he's the one that's going to blow up the city or something like that. It's no Enigma, it's no the Joker, it's no Catwoman,
The thing
it's no Two-Face.
I put in this game and I remembered this.
Dickhead.
We'll come back.
I will come back.
It'll be on screen right now showing us anyway.
There'll be a screaming like, that's so I've got them, I'm going to rattle through them, and I've got Skyrim as well.
Right.
So I'm kind of glad because I'm still watching Game of Thrones. So once I get to the end of Game of Thrones 4, I'm going to be withdrawn. Like, I need some more. And that's, I'm going to play
I don't even
Skyrim.
like the part when I try to restart it. The intro just go like, oh, here's about the story and blah blah blah. Spent ages doing that, but and I'll warn you now, when it gets to name your character and make your face, doesn't matter what you pick, you never get called your I spent a while thinking a name, never comes up. You pick your face, make your designs and your features,
Doesn't
and you
make
never
any
see your
difference.
face at all the rest of the game. Skip it.
I know. But
Pick
my
an
missus
ace and
played it, and I'm just like, get on with it. She's like, which one should I choose, that one or that one? You
I
didn't
spent a
see
while
it.
checking online to see which ones are better and what the good points and bad points about them are, which is the better race to pick. Done it.
matter.
Half an hour I thought, nah, I'm going to pick a different one. But then try to go through the whole thing game, you've got the whole story, the whole intro bit, you can't skip it. I was like,
You could turn into a werewolf and all that in it as well.
I don't know about that far.
You can like,
I had troubles when I was in a cave and big spiders came out.
Aye, that freaked
I had
me
to
out as
actually
well, like-
control it with my palm and be like, look, just press buttons, I'm going to
Aye. Do you know when people put that shit up like that on Facebook? You know, like spiders.
Oh, the spiders now, people are like, oh look, here's a big massive spider I found in my house. Let's have a really close up photo.
The one that keeps giving me nightmares is the spider. It's on the pillow of somebody's bed, and it's a fucking massive one.
You're going to
Somebody's
say to this bit,
sleeping.
there will be no pictures I'm putting up.
No, no pictures of that because
No.
I'm fucking watching.
Because I'm going to Google a picture of a spider, no happening.
But there's like, oh, you can do a wee drawing. It's
Fuck
like-
yourself.
Just the spiders getting up in it. You just
Right.
see that.
There's a guy lying on
You know
bed
what spiders
facing
look
one
like?
way, and the next to him's like where somebody else would be sleeping, but nobody's there. And
It
there's
makes
big
you
massive.
feel like you need
I
to
know.
look a bit. I hate
You're
talking
like,
about spiders.
Well, right, I can't even talk about spiders. My boy is Vincent.
Right,
Talk
anyway.
about general talk about no spiders next
general-
movie.
General talk over me.
Done.
No, there's nothing else to talk about.
No.
Must have something.
No, I want
So-
to get done here.
So that TV shows. Anyone? I'm starting to rewatch all stuff I used to download. I'm watching Burniston.
Burningston.
I've never.
Burniston.
It's Burnistown or something. It's a
Burniston.
Scottish programme. Eh?
Aye.
Never seen it.
It's worth a look. But it's that.
Fair enough.
I'm missing my Sons of Anarchy that started again, so
Yeah, right.
I missed.
I'm missing Doctor Who the night to make this podcast. He's better feel special, right?
Do you know what? I've started watching Doctor Who, very first season. First I watched the first episode with the mannequins chasing after her, and then the hand. And
When you say first season, you didn't mean like black and white first season. You mean
no,
like
no. The first season, like
when you say first season, it's like wow, you're going back to all black and white episodes. Holy shit, Unearthly Child. When you first see season, then you mentioned mannequins. I was like,
Peter Cushing.
You're like 42 years.
Doctor,
Peter Cushing's not a real doctor. That doesn't count.
He is.
No, it's not.
Because that's the first Doctor Who I watched. Doctor Who,
he's
the
not even
Invasion.
but that Peter Cushing character that played the Doctor is a human that's just.
See, I always thought Doctor Who was human.
No, he's from Gallifrey. It's just the planet's called Gallifrey. It's just
He's got a Comic-Con, by the way.
No, the Doctor even says in even in episodes, because everyone thinks that Gallifreyans look like us humans, but we look like them. That's why in the episode he says, "No, I like you because you look like us."
Right.
It's a similarity, but
We'll talk about wrestling for the next podcast, the new wrestling thing, which will be Night Champions, and it'll be by then. It'll be the Hell in a Cell.
So
It's
what
October.
We're doing here?
Well, the next segment is now new wrestling talk.
Right, new wrestling.
I think meant for next time. I was like,
that's what I was
But
like,
we'll talk about it for next time. That's what I'm saying, because we were going to talk about Night
Champions.
Champions.
I didn't really watch it. I only watched the podcast.
And I was just like,
Night Champions is alright. I still love. I think I'm the three is the only one that still loves current wrestling. Not as much as the Attitude Era, but I still love it. Wrestling.
it just bores me.
sometimes I can catch good matches in it. Okay, get me a
Sometimes.
bit back in it again, but then I'm just it quickly gets me back out again.
There's maybe a couple of bits Saturday night, but I love even like when the Miz comes out with Damien Sandow being like his
That was
stunt
quite
double.
funny. I did watch that. That was
It's every time you see like the Miz going to like put something like an abdominal stretch,
Yeah,
he's like Miz at the back doing like just miming the thing like,
it's pretty
Yeah.
funny. Like
and there's nobody there. There's this
quality. Yeah,
fighting there.
that's pretty good. I like that.
But is that outside card you go, this is fun. That's a weird way you just hold your up like that.
Yeah, I know.
Right, Q&A time.
Chewing.
You were what to say about the question? Your question.
Alright, it's. I was going to read it from my phone, but I turned my phone off. But it's pretty much the quote that Ambrose has now been coming out saying that he thought the Attitude Era, when he rewatched it, is a bit of a joke. Because it's just more jokes about tits and stuff as opposed to real wrestling. So my question is the Attitude Era as good as we think it is, or are we just remembering it with rose-tinted glasses?
I think so.
I don't know. Like, to be fair,
It was a Jerry Springer show, but there was a few good matches in there though.
Definitely.
like I said to John, it's like you'll never get an era where you've got Austin,
Nobody.
Triple H. Aye, so fucking like people say that, but it's like you're never going to get an era where you've got Austin, Rock, Triple H, fucking even Mankind, Undertaker, and all of them at the same time. It was just like
You had a lot of main event superstars.
event
That's the top of it,
superstars.
aye.
Now you didn't.
no, you didn't. Like I didn't get like you've got Randy Orton, man.
Cena.
And Cena's just doing my nothing now, man. But like I know, in like 10 years' time, we're probably going to talk about him as a great wrestler and a great. Hey, but
He's
just
a
gone
good
for 10
guy,
years.
but not a great wrestler.
I just didn't think.
I'm just upset that Brock Lesnar came back to be this amazing, destructive force for a champion, and you never see him now.
It's a part-time wrestler. It's like what I was saying about The
Like
Rock,
The Rock,
and that
right.
annoys me. You know what I mean? So where is he? You know. Anyway, can I go to my question, please? 3 favourite wrestlers of all time. Gary?
Right. Michael's obviously just going to be there.
Right.
Mankind, that's just me personally. I love Mankind.
Right, this personal opinion? Austin's Mankind.
No, so it was Michael's.
Michael's.
Mankind. It's a hard one to think of it. Like I'm going to think of I'm going to try and go obscure here and try and go.
See, I
for
kind
one.
of got my main 3.
What's your main 3?
No, you go for it then.
And it's hard to pick a right order for them, but Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mankind, or even just Mick Foley, but as Mankind, that's when I first loved them. Mankind and The Rock.
Right.
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be a wrestling fan. I've read each of their books, and I love the backstory behind them, what got them into it, so they're my favourites.
My 3 favourite wrestlers. CM Punk, all-time favourite wrestler. And since he's left, I've got bored of wrestling. I've got very bored of wrestling. I'm one of
Speaking of a
them.
quitter.
Second one, he's a guy to laugh at me. I think he's a brilliant wrestler. They should push him more. Is Alberto Del Rio. I think he's a brilliant wrestler. I agree with that.
I used to when he first came out, loved him, but I think it's just the character that I liked more than the wrestling.
You know what?
I think he's
Never
a good
took
wrestler.
him much.
Edge.
Edge, fair enough, Edge. And my last one, I would have to say, is Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, man.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, it's like they are
He is
there.
actually.
But more enjoyable, more like a lot to watch. Most people like to watch is that Michaels Foley.
Imagine a 3-way.
Yeah, that's the dream, man.
I've always wanted to see Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk fight. I'd love that. And that is, there's like, they were doing a promo thing where it was JR in the middle, CM Punk and Stone Cold on each side, and they were promoting about the, I think it was WWE game 14, 13, 14.
Right.
And it was just like, they were saying something and Stone Cold's just giving up, CM Punk's giving him a dirty look and he's gone, take that dirty look at your eye, like that. And it was just like, oh, there was a bit of heat going on with this, like, and I was just like, I want to see that match. But Stone Cold can wrestle supposedly, but he just chooses not to. I think he's just wanting something that he can aim for to wrestle, and I think he's kind of bored with the
To listen to
wrestling.
his podcast, to Mick Foley, he doesn't see a big crowd pool to get him back in, doesn't he think it's...
I would go. See if he was WrestleMania and it was in like America, I'd be like, Gary.
Imagine Austin Rock. They're going to do it again. WrestleMania.
Aye.
Well, Rock and Triple H, you might hint there might be a
he was saying
Rock
that.
Triple H WrestleMania 31.
Fair enough.
Triple threat match. Austin.
Well,
Imagine
imagine
Rock,
that.
Austin and Triple H. But who'd be the belt? It wouldn't be a belt. It'd just be a
Nah, it
fight.
would just be a fight. It'd be Triple H,
There'd have to be
Austin,
for something
and
like...
then another match would
You'd
be...
have to have like some bragging rights if you won that fight. You'd have to be some... Not a belt as a title, but you'd have to get...
It'll be like who was the best of the best, and it'll be something like that, like pride.
Or a
Right,
four-way
the greatest from
match.
the Attitude Era.
Austin, Triple H, CM Punk, and
I
The
don't
Rock.
think CM Punk should be in that fight.
No, you know,
Fuck
CM
you,
Punk.
man.
No, I love CM Punk, but I think because you're getting...
The
them
legends.
folks- you've got the wrong era. He's a
Right.
legend for the wrong era.
CM Punk's been gone for a while, man, and he's fucking good. Like, anyway.
But no, they're not in the same stage or time that... I mean, if you're going to get Austin, The Rock, Triple H, you're going to have to pull in something like Mankind or Kane or somebody that was in that era back then. To make that a four-man fight. But I think triple threat, because a four-man fight, you're always going to get a couple of folk that are lying about. Triple threat, you've got 3-on-1, or like 2-on-1 at a time, so...
Yeah.
I think it'd make a great triple threat for a pay-per-view.
That sounds cool.
Aye.
So, we've come to what's next.
What's next?
What is next? Basically, well, we've got the WrestleMania 13.
That is a nice pay-per-view now, eh?
Yeah.
Aye. And then after that, I was going to propose the idea to doing, because there's WrestleMania, then it'll be 2 in your house after that. So, do WrestleMania, then we'll do the 2 of them together, the 2 in your houses.
Right, okay.
Or we can do it in your house, and we could do a special.
I think that might be better, because if we do 2 pay-per-view reviews, it might sound like we're repeating it when we talk about the same person fighting the next game.
True, aye. So we could do like a special in there. Like we could do whatever we fancy.
I like one of the-
One of these could take a shout at going for it.
Like a documentary DVD about wrestling or something,
Well,
watch that and
we'll
come
do
back.
it for next
Just to give us a
time.
bit extra to talk about after it.
So WrestleMania, we'll do the WrestleMania, and at the end of WrestleMania, we can see what special we're gonna
I
add.
could be game with WrestleMania, yeah, I could put that in.
WrestleMania, you should have that.
I'll
And
do it. I'll find it, man.
anyway, that's it for us. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, everybody.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers for
Cheers from John.
Charlie.
And Gary.
Vegas,
There you go.
Oh my word.
Fuck's sake, man. Very warm.
I would say it's a good microphone placement.
Aye.
But just make sure you're sitting kind of forward.
Aye.
Can you hear that?
I can hear that. Do that again.
What's my nose doing?
Do that again. It's just one of those go like that. Do you want me to?
It's just my nose, isn't it? I can feel it in the back.
Seems like somebody's opening a door. That is weird, mate.
Is that on my nose? I can't have this on the
Just do briefing.
for it.
You can hear it so much better on this
I
one.
bet. Sounds like a door creaking.
That
But
bit of the film separately.
that'll be for the end.
Aye. Definitely.
You've got to tell a story as well.
I told a classic story last time, come on. Great blowjob story that was, come on.
There's nothing to blow, there's nothing coming out. It's fine.
It just maybe the pressure in your heat.
Heat pressure.
Why don't you do that and pop it? Because it's all conjoined. And
You
maybe
need
at
to
least
no sniff as much.